Welcome to Special Stage and welcome to the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. It is the Dunoon presents Argyll Rally 2025. Behind me, the Scottish Peninsula looks absolutely beautiful. It has been 26, 27 degrees sunshine here since we arrived yesterday on the ferry, and you know, there are crowds out in the town tonight ready for the first couple of stages. We've got an all-star entry. We've got local crews who've been drumming up the crowds earlier on, and it just feels incredible. But underneath it all, we've obviously got our minds on something a little different. We're all thinking of Di Roberts, Louise and the family this weekend here at the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, and indeed the wider rally community has their minds on the events, the tragic events of the Jim Clark. Our thoughts, of course, are with James Williams as well. I asked you for some tributes, some stories, some anecdotes, some things to read out on the live coverage this weekend to remember Di. And some of the things I've been sent are absolutely wonderful. I've got 7 pages full of memories and stories, and they're all wonderful. And over the weekend, I'm going to read you a few out on our live coverage. We're going to be live today from the 2 town centre stages. We're going to be at the stage end, which is going to be pretty busy. Tomorrow, we're going to have a lot more time. We're going to be in stages 8 and stage 13. We're starting at 8:45 in the morning, so it's an early start. But I wanted to start tonight by just reading you a poem by Christian Lewis, which is called Flat Out Forever. And I hope that the words that Christian sent to me will just set the tone for this weekend's rally and indeed our broadcast. On twisting tarmac carved through hills, where engines scream and silence stills, a voice we knew, so strong, so clear, has left the road, but still feels near. Di Roberts, quiet strength and spark, who shone on stages wild and dark. With stopwatch mind and fearless soul, you lived each second at full roll. With James, your notes were sharp and true, a bond of trust that few men knew. But fate stepped in where skill held tight and took you from us mid the fight. Yet you were more than co-driver keen. You made your mark in every scene. That Peugeot 205, a beast in hand. You'd throw through bends, none dared to stand. Angles bent, the laws defied with gritted grin and burning pride. From Lampasant to Pontypridd's light, you built a home, you shone so bright. With Louise, your rock, and children 3, Jack, Mia, Keris, your legacy. From school run hugs to football cheers, you gave them joy through all the years. Jack's team wore your fire and name. On every pitch, you built the flame. Set to lead the senior side, that dream now carried far and wide. But this road's lined with painful cost, for you had felt what others lost. When Timmy fell in past despair, you bore it with a silent care. And Jaff, your brother, brave and fast, gone too, in rallies thundered past. Beside Craig Breen, through turns they flew. Now all them are there with you. So raise the flags and start the sound, though one more legend can't be found. Your line was clean, your story bold, your love more precious than pure gold. Though now the headset's quiet still, your map is drawn upon the hill. And through the gears of time and pain, we'll feel you guide us once again. Flat out forever, Di, you stay. Not lost, just driving on some way. Words by Christian Lewis. Thank you for sending that in, Christian. And words we can all carry in our hearts and our minds this weekend as you hear the engines of the course car actually into the first of tonight's stages. Thank you for all your thoughts of Di. We will continue that theme throughout the weekend because you sent me some amazing things, and we've all got all of you in our thoughts right now. So we have 7 stages this evening. Sorry, I was going to pass my notepad with the poem on to producer Wayne, but I'll keep it for now. 7 stages this evening. We're going to be live for the first 2 here, right through the town centre in Dunoon, and it is such a fantastic spectacle. 0.72 miles, so it's no great length of stage, and as the drivers will happily tell you, and will probably tell me at the stage end, you can lose a lot more than you can win or make up in these types of stages. But it is about more than that. Dunoon Presents is actually the business community here in Dunoon. I found that out tonight. And they've come together to invest in this event and invest in what it brings to the area, which is spectacular. I love that. And what they've done by creating this town centre stage is bring rallying to the spectators. We've seen it before. We've been here before and seen it here before, but there's just a feel in the air tonight, and there's spectators gathering for the stage. You're going to see the cars through the stage, and we're going to get some reaction on the second run through here. They're looping through twice, so they're going to be live the first time in the stage, and then the second time when they're at 30-second intervals, and it all gets pretty busy down here at the stage end as they come down the promenade with a beautiful vista behind us of the bay. We will get some thoughts from our drivers as they go into another 5 stages this evening. 21 miles or so on the Scottish Peninsula Roads tonight, and the total stages 16. The rest of them, of course, tomorrow. A total mileage of about 66 miles here in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. As always, we'll be talking to all of the crews that we can possibly speak to, but the focus of our coverage this weekend will be the Protyre Championship. Not the strongest of showings. We've got a few different events on around the country and further afield, and of course recent events as well. We have had a few withdrawals, but nonetheless we have a championship battle on our hands. And I tell you what, one man who we will be watching, and so will you in just a few moments' time on this less than a mile stage through Dunoon Town Centre, is the man who has fought so hard to get into the position he's in, Sam Touzle. Now, he's been working quite hard this week on the build-up with Callum Black, our reigning champion here in the Protyre Championship, and also with Matt Edwards on previous videos, on pace notes. He's been just getting his head round these stages and how he can make the very best of the opportunity, because Roscoe is over in Ireland and you've got a whole host of other registered crews not here this weekend. Jason Pritchard is the man we'll be watching, who will be absolutely challenging Touzle, the Jerseyman. Here, Jason, now, I would say, to grips, wouldn't you, with that Yaris Rally 2 and a multiple former champion here in this series. It doesn't need local knowledge, it doesn't need experience of the lanes for Jason to be quick, albeit that will be a slight disadvantage. But Sam Touzle last year only did the 2 town centre stages before pulling out because of personal reasons on the night. So he's not actually done the stages in the lane, so it's new to both of them. As you can see, course car, very unusual 4-door escort with forest arches like that. So course car through the stage, you're going to see the action in just a few moments' time. The rally cars are going to come and line up, and I don't know if we can possibly I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll walk a little bit, and we'll walk up to the start and just watch some of the cars off the line here. We're not going to get any chat from our drivers as they come to the start of the stage. We're going to save that for the end of the second run through. So we're going to do a little bit of walking. Mark Sims is on camera again for us. Last time was the Jim Clark, was it last year, Mark? And we had so much fun, he's doing it again. We've got Phil Bramwell in the stage filming the action for you. So we'll just get a few of the shots of the cars off the line and also bring you a little bit of this atmosphere, or Argyll in Welsh. I love that word. It's my favourite Welsh word. And it explains what's going on here with all the fans and spectators in the town centre, the reason that we bring the rally cars into the town centre for you. If you're just tuning in, this is the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. We're watching special stage. We're live in Dunoon Town Centre for the Dunoon Presents Argyll Rally. The first of our challengers, Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark first on the road. Ewan Thorburn, Paul Beaton pulling out actually for the start of this event. So Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark will be the first of the cars on the line here. So this Yaris Rally 2 is about to get closer to any of these spectators than they've ever seen a Yaris Rally 2. I dare say we're going to see it at full launch. Here comes the Welshman from North Road Garage. Just flexes his hands on the steering wheel, a little wave for the camera. And we're just going to wander a little bit further down and just try and get some of the noise and theatre of these Rally 2 cars off the line. It's a real treat. We don't normally get to a stage where we can see the start and the finish of the stage. I'm not sure if Mark's going to be able to get a shot through the crowd here, but he's going to try.
Very talented, very experienced driver.
Jason Pritchard then comes here leading the championship overall. 3-time champion in this series. 2-time British historic rally champion as well, knows how to win a championship and knows that at this point in the season, being in the position he's in is exactly where he needs to be. Going to put that Yaris Rally 2 into stage mode. Myriad of buttons on the steering wheel. He'll be pushing a few of them. You'll hear the sequential dog box clunk into gear. And if you look closely, you'll see the wheels judder as the car, all four of them, align with the gear, ready to go. It'll go into launch mode, and then it's full theatre off the line here in front of the spectators. 0.72 miles around Dunoon Town Centre to kick us off for the 2025 Dunoon Presents Argyll Rally. I'll leave you with a bit of World Rally Championship theatre. The only thing we can't bring you at home is the smell. And boy, does it smell good. Here we go. Sam Toozle, Max Freeman alongside. Hugh Hunter, Rob Fagg line up behind. You can probably just see in the lineup Luton Hunter Fiesta Rally 2 coming up behind the Jersey driver. Sam told me he's going to be pushing hard this weekend. There was no modesty about Sam today. He was like, I need to wring the neck of this thing. I've got a championship to think of. This could be his opportunity to win his first overall rally outside of his homeland of Jersey.
Right, car number 4. Firstly Scotty, he's not Scottish.
Hugh Hunter, not registered for points in the Protyre Championship this year. Up next, Rob Fagg alongside, flying over from the Isle of Man to the Scottish Peninsula to be here, co-drive for Hugh this weekend. We are missing Neil Roskell, who is over on Donegal this weekend. Good luck to everybody competing over there. We hope you have a fast, safe rally, just like we'll have here on these Scottish roads. Hugh just flexing the steering wheel left and right, just getting a feel for the car. All the drivers have their little rituals, and if you look closely, you might not be able to see on your screen, you can just see they all do different things inside the car. Here we go. There you go then, a bit of start line theatre here in Dunoon Town Centre, and I've got to say, it is the crowd that makes the theatre. Just spin around, just look at the amount of people stood here. You can't get down the high street for people now that the rally is underway. And the variety down here is great to see as well. We start with a whole raft of Rally 2 machinery. We've got the R5 Polo GTI, a few Brunton there, Mark McCulloch in the XS2000 Proton Satria there, and then I know you can only see bits and pieces through the crowd here, but here we have Brad Cole, Jamie Vaughan alongside. Now, Brad comes here having really spent a bit of time getting to learn that car. He's got a few upgrades, as you hear. Rory Young, Jamie Edwards off the line in the Polo R5. But yeah, Brad and Jamie have spent a bit of time used to that car, but they've got a few upgrades, not least the updated Rally 2 Fiesta spoiler. And I don't know if the more nerdy of you can spot, but the spoiler brackets on the later model Rally 2 Fiesta are on the edge rather than being in the middle like an R5 car. So it's not going to make a huge bit of difference on its own, but an upgrade nonetheless, and perhaps a signal of intent from a man who does not want to see any times during the rally this weekend. A little wave to the camera from Brad. Doesn't want to see any times, just wants to do his own thing inside the car. And he wants to be left to it. Right, Jason Pritchard is just lined up to start his second run, so we're going to make it to the stage end now. If you can just get a shot inside the car and have a look and see if you can spot a reaction. It's a thumbs up from Phil Clark. But Jason seems happy. It's a thumbs up and a wave. And the first of our very fast two-wheel drive challenges this weekend. Hugh James, Lewis Sim get ready to start in their Mark II. These guys tonight with their laser lamp pods on the front, don't they look good? That's a nice compromise, isn't it? Proper lamp pods, but lasers, like that a lot. They're going to be fast this evening. Right, this car, number 2 on the door, is going to be joining us at the stage end for a reaction in just a few moments' time. And it won't take long for him to get there either, so you see Sam Toozle, Max Freeman have just joined us up here again as well. 3rd overall in the championship, 2nd in Class A. Sam coming into this round. We're halfway through the championship season. Can you believe that, Mark? This marks the halfway mark of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, and that blows my mind. It's quite a staggering fact, actually. I'm going to leave that with you, producer Wayne, for now. If you're only just tuning in, I read a poem out by Christian Lewis at the start of this live broadcast, which you could do to watch back after we're live, which you will be able to do. And it's for the school kids out here this evening enjoying the rally atmosphere. So we should have times in. Rallies.info is where you need to be. John Stone, you can see. Hello to PB Engineering, who are watching in service. Crowding around the iPad with the cutest little Jack Russell you've ever seen. I really wanted to bring Phil's and Alexandria's dog out with me as a rally dog tonight on the stage. He's so cute. So the times for the stage look actually quite comical because it's so short. But it's Hugh Brunton and Richard Wardle. Hugh Hunter hit the curb on the driver's side rear wheel coming through the town. You may have just seen that on your view that you've got, because it's Phil Brammer who's reporting that to me. Hugh Brunton and Richard Wardle lead the way. It's just 2 seconds ahead of Hugh Hunter and Rob Fagg, and that's through the first stage. Rallies.info is where you'll find this live timing. This doesn't tell us an awful lot, of course. Robert Adamson and Harry Stubbs there in the polo. It's an interesting looking livery. We were out with Harry last night. Very much looking forward to his Scottish adventure this weekend. So the first 0.72 of a mile complete here at the Dunoon Presents Argyll Rally. And is it Hugh Brunton leading the way? An equal fastest time with Sam Toozle and Max Freeman, actually. 49 seconds. Just showing a penalty for car 3, which is Sam Toozle and Max Freeman. Not exactly sure. It does say. A minute earlier at MTC1. Not sure if that's a blip at this stage and will get ironed out, but let's not mention that, shall we? At the fastest stage time, but obviously with a minute penalty applied on his times. If you're looking at rallies.info, you will see it drops him right down the top of the leaderboard at the moment. Rory Young, Jamie Edwards were the 4th fastest through this opening stage. It was Jason Pritchard and Phil Clark in the Yaris Rally 2. You can't take an awful lot from that. As I say, you lose an awful lot more than you can gain. So we're going to stop the cars just after the zebra crossing to allow spectators to still cross, as this is actually part of the open public road where we're stood now. Which is one of the bits of magic about closed road rallying. Everyone's going about their business. Some of these people are just wandering back from work or wandering out for a night out, and there's a lot of rally cars in the town. We went out for a meal last night, and the restaurant owner was saying that this just packs the restaurant out all weekend. What they lose in footfall because they have to close down the main high street for a couple of hours for the first couple of stages, they make up in leaps and bounds over the weekend. So the local business, Will Rowland's given his little toot on the horn. Local businesses really behind what this rally is bringing to the local community. Not that long ago, it was in the Forest, 2019 was it? The last time that the Argyll rally was in the forests. But right now it's back on Asphalt, and you know, it's one of a raft of very high profile closed road asphalt rallies which really seem to be a big part of the future of our sport at the moment, don't they? They bring the excitement, they bring the spectators to town, and they obviously get the sport closer to people than most could ever have imagined. So exciting stuff. First car should be in. You guys will know before I do. We haven't got any times through yet from the second run through this stage, but I think that was the Yaris Rally 2, was it? Into the stage there? Did sound like it, didn't it? I'm being reliably informed by the little man in my ear that it was a Polo, actually. It's a shame, isn't it? Because we say this a lot, but rally cars used to have very unmistakable tones, and in historic rallying, you can usually tell what's coming around the corner, can't you? Not so with the modern crop of cars, but that's fine. They bring plenty of theatre of their own. Looking forward to seeing this championship fight this weekend, and just, I like it when we go into a weekend and you have one or more drivers saying, I really want this. None of this false modesty of, well, I'm just going to get to the end, I just want to get a finish, I'm just going to see how it goes. And I understand that comment, and it's absolutely fine. But for me and for you watching at home, it's pretty good when we've got drivers that really are nailing their colours to the mast from the off, and that is what Sam Touzle is doing. He's got Max Freeman alongside, who is a seasoned professional. Hello to Sophia Simkis, who's eating her tea, watching the live stream with Dad Craig Simkis, who would normally be out here in a rally car with us and is quite a lot of the time. Hello, Sophia. We hope you enjoy the coverage this weekend. If you do want to shout out, because of the nature of being connected and on results, I am quite close to my phone, so I'm seeing Messenger pop through. The Irvines in that Hyundai R5. 6 years to the day since Mark ended up severely injured with broken vertebrae after a big accident in the forests here in 2019, I think it was, on the Argyll Rally. They have X15, one of the works Hyundai Accent WRC cars, which they're promising to bring back out very shortly, having been fully rebuilt and recommissioned. Right, so Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark roll up to the start line for their second run through this stage. At the moment, Sam Touzle and Hugh Brunton both have the fastest time through this opening Dunoon Town Centre stage. Hello to Neil Cross, who's tuned in with us. BTRDA chairman, good to have you with us, Neil. Thank you for the efforts of you and all of your colleagues at the BTRDA for putting these top championships together. Paul Wakely, our championship coordinator here in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, has driven me over here to Scotland this weekend. My weekend started on Wednesday night at the Motorist when I was hosting a quiz before driving over to West Wales to drop my car off at Chris Richmond Hand's DC Motorsport HQ and just have a quick sit in the Puma before the 9.5-hour stretch up to Dunoon up here, including a ferry trip, which was some day, I can tell you. And we've got that to do tomorrow night as well. I've got to sleep overnight and then jump into this Puma to do the Rally Protyre on Sunday. Brand new event that has been brought back from its ashes by Tavy Valley Motor Club, by Chris Richmond Hand, the clerk of the course, by Olwyn Davies, and a whole host of very passionate rally enthusiasts, drivers, organisers, officials in West Wales, heart of road rally country. Really looking forward to that adventure. But right now, It's all about what happens on this asphalt tonight over 7 stages, 21 miles of a total of 66 miles that make up this year's Dunoon Presents Argyll Rally. If you're just tuned in, I'm Paul Woodford. Welcome to live coverage of this year's rally. This marks the halfway season in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, and that is quite terrifying fact. I have no idea where this year has gone, but it has been an adventure so far, hasn't it? And some adventures we would rather not have taken place, of course. Jason Pritchard has completed the second stage, I believe. It's an interesting one, this, because we're not going to get anything of real note from our drivers after 2 short runs around, 1.4 or so miles of a short town centre stage. But we'll get a feel for their mindset. We'll get a feel for how they are feeling ahead of the 5 stages in the lanes this evening, won't we? Hugh James, Lewis Sim off the start line. You could hear them. So after the 2 stages through Dunoon Town Centre, Tarson Dam is the next stage, stage 3 this evening. That's a 2.53 mile stage. After that, 2 stages round Fearnock, 2.47 miles apiece. And then Bielek Main, 4.4 miles, stage 6, and then Oyster Catcher, one of the stages that everybody's talking about, as you see Richard Clues and Carl Williamson in the Chevron Motorsport Subaru, the ex-Mark Higgins car. Quite a bit of kit. Looking forward to seeing how Richard and Carl go in that. David White in the White's Bakery Fiesta R5 as well there. Here comes Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark then in the Yaris Rally 2. He's going to trundle down the seafront here, and I'm going to stop them just after the zebra crossing. And I'm hoping that gives us a 52. They did exactly the same time through this stage, and it was 3 seconds or so slower than the fastest time through the stage. What does that tell you? What that tells me is they had a plan for this stage, and that was not hit any curves, not make any mistakes, and just get through these 2 short stages before we go into the lanes this evening. Matching his time through the first run then, Jason. Not much to gain in there.
Yeah, not much to gain, but plenty to lose, so yeah, nice to get the first couple out the way and see so many people out watching.
It's glorious, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Perfect night for it, so may it continue.
3-time asphalt champion. Here you are in a car that you're just about getting to grips with, but you don't know these lanes.
No, definitely not. So, yeah, it's a big learning curve, but we'll enjoy it, I'm sure.
Here we go. That's all we can ask, isn't it? I'd enjoy it as well, wouldn't you? Driving that wonderful North Road Garage Yaris Rally 2. He looks supremely relaxed, doesn't he? I know they're not long stages through there, but he's really enjoyed that. And if you're watching at home, having been at any of our town centre starts this season, or indeed if you're watching having been here in Dunoon, how lovely that the drivers can feel exactly what you've done and the feeling that you're giving them. Sam, tell me about that.
If they could organise the start time a little bit better, because there was no clock for us and it was a guess, and it's hot. It's hot, and the town's alive, and it's great to be back in the car. Just rushed off the start, you're just hesitant. You just don't know what you're doing. So if they could sort that clock out, it'd be amazing.
Joint fastest time through the first one, though.
It's just a shame.
But you've got 5 stages in the lanes now, and that's where the real mileage is to be had, and that's where the real fight starts.
Yeah.
You want this, don't you?
I want this bad, and for everybody. The whole atmosphere in the last month. Let's just have a positive weekend and have fun. Let's enjoy it.
Important words from a man who is looking for his first overall rally win outside of his home rally in Jersey. Will not hold the drivers up too much, but a quick word from Hugh. Hugh, that one's more for the fans than it is for the drivers, but what a spectacle.
Yeah, it's really good fun, but I mean, it's everything to lose and nothing to gain really in there. So yeah, just glad to get it round, and we'll head up to Tarzan Dam now.
Steady run tonight?
Steady run tonight.
You'd already told me that, so I'm cheating, but I knew that was his approach for tonight. Steady run, wants to get through tonight. But I'll tell you what, a number of notable names, crews not with us this weekend. And so it is a weekend of opportunity, perhaps. Hugh Hunter, Rob Fagg not registered for Protyre points this weekend. And this was actually the deadline for registering for the championship. So what we have is what we have. What did Hugh Brunson do through there then? We haven't got a time. Oh no, it's Rory Young, isn't it? Get a quick word with Rory.
No, not today.
Rory, happy with that? As happy as you can be with 0.72 of a mile.
Yeah, it's hard to get into, but yeah, it's good to be back and the weather's beautiful, so we're happy to be here. Long weekend ahead.
Great to see the fans.
Yeah, it's been really good in there tonight actually. When the sun comes out, people come out. It's great.
Great stuff. We're not going to get any real science or technical debate, are we, from the drivers after 2.72 of a mile stages through Dunoon Town Centre? But it's, do you know what? Part of this, a big part of this for me, is what it feels like inside those cars, and you can see that Rory had enjoyed himself there. Hugh as well, saying it was lovely to see so many people out. Sam Touzle saying we have to enjoy this weekend on behalf of those who can't. Interestingly then, Hugh did take a second out of his first time through there. But Sam Touzle was lamenting the start time, wasn't he? Which has seen him get a penalty at the moment. Doesn't have a time through for the stage just yet. But after these first two short, sharp blasts through Dunoon Town Centre, Hugh Hunter and Rob Fagg lead the way overall by 3 seconds to the man who currently finds himself leading the Protyre Cruise. And you saw him, car number 2, first car on the road, Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark in the Yaris Rally 2, 3 seconds behind in second place. As I said earlier, it doesn't mean an awful lot. It will mean a lot more once they get through the next couple of stages through Tarsem Dam and Fearnock 1 and 2. But it'll be when they get to the end of Oyster Catcher at the end of stage 7 this evening, which will be roughly, what will it be, about 20 to 11 this evening when they get through that final stage. It'll be roughly 20 to 11 this evening when they get through that final stage of the day, the Oyster Catcher stage. That's when it'll matter. That's when we'll start to get a feel for the story that's going to play out on these stages over the weekend. Look at that. I took some detailed photos of that Group A Galant today of Baz Jordan. Oh, well, Jenkins, it is such a car. It really is a glorious machine. We'll speak to Baz after he's flung it around this town centre stage a couple of times, but look at it. It is absolutely beautiful. It is, one, completely spotless. You could eat your dinner off it, and to be honest, I can't think of eating my dinner off anything better. And two, it is very faithful to the Works Group A cars. It sounds right, it looks right, and you know what? In Baz's hands, it goes right as well. And we need to be bringing these Group A cars out. George Lepley has a Galant just like that. Kevin Proctor has a Sierra Cosworth we're going to see very soon, but Baz Jordan was telling me he's got an Evo 6 in build as well, and it is one of the proper Group A cars, so I'm looking forward to seeing that at some point. Although crashing the Galant recently put a dent in the Evo 6 budget, was how I put it to me, as John Stone lines up for his second run around this town centre stage to kick the evening and the weekend off. It is a beautiful 20-something degree evening. You can see the spectators sat on the banks, families, kids, young couples, just out enjoying a sporting spectacle in their hometown, on their home roads, the roads they used to go to work, the roads they walked to go to the shops. It's something very special about bringing rally cars into the town centre, albeit for such a short stage. It doesn't matter, as the drivers have said so far. It's more to lose than gain in a sporting sense, but there's a hell of a lot to gain in a cultural sense for getting this sport so close to its fans. Bit of a delay, which I presume the delay will be because of the queue of cars coming out of the stage, so you can just have a little look around the start here as well as enjoy the action on this short Dunoon Town Centre stage. But a lineup of cars down this seafront that really is spectacular. Mark II Escort, Fiesta R5, B13 in old money, Impreza, Rally 2 Fiesta, Evo 9, Rally 2 Fiesta, Rally 2 Fiesta, Clio Cup car, Group A, Mitsubishi Galant. It is such a lineup. And I love watching people who weren't necessarily coming out to watch rally cars this evening wonder what on earth is going on when they see all these wonderful rally cars lined up on the promenade. Tell you what, while we're waiting, I am just going to grab a really quick word with Baz. I meant to be interviewing you at the end of the stage, not the start, but as we got a little hold up, it looks hot in there.
It's very hot in here, but it'll be all right. I'm hoping to be about 12 stone when I get home at the weekend.
That's the plan. So the longer you spend in here sweating it off, the better. Argyll looks nervous. Are you nervous, Argyll? No, he's not nervous. He's all right.
He's in good hands, isn't he?
He is in good hands, and he's a fantastic-looking car. Did you see the picture of the rally dog, the boxer dog, earlier in front of your car?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
That's great. Suited the car.
I thought he never misses a moment.
Yeah, exactly. Baz Jordan. I'm not going to bother Nathan Evans because, or am I? Really quick word with you, Nathan, before you start this stage. What's the plan tonight?
Well, get through these two first, and then a bit of an attack on the ones in the dark. I think just get to that oyster catcher.
Get to that oyster catcher. That's what I was saying earlier, wasn't it? That's the stage that you'll really start to see the story unfold. I better not hold the start queue up as well as the finish queue, had I? I'll get a bit of a reputation. But Baz was looking like he was ready for a chat, so I couldn't resist. Just listen to that Galant. Just trundle its way to the start. Slight delay on the stage then. Now, whatever penalty Sam Touzle had has been scrubbed off. That rings true with what he said about the bit of confusion at the start with the arrival time. So hopefully that's all done and dusted now. Does mean that Sam Touzle and Max Freeman lead this rally 0.2 of a second ahead of Hugh Brunton and Richard Wardle, who we're going to have a quick word with now. Forgive me, I know it's only a short stage, but second behind Sam Touzle going into the lanes is a good position to be in.
All right, how much, what did he get in there? What did Sam get in there?
I think it was a 49 on the first one. I didn't see the second one through.
I did a 49 first one as well. So.
Yeah, you were equal on the first one.
So,
you happy with that after the first two?
Yeah, it's just a bit. We didn't get much time. They were a bit disorganised at the start line there, but yeah, it's all right. It's fine.
Just enjoying the excitement of it like we were. So equal time through with Sam through the first run. I haven't got Sam's time in front of me for the second run through Dunoon actually, but I've got people at home sending me messages to wind up drivers they would normally be sitting with. Craig Simkis, you're a bad man. I've had worse suggestions tonight though, I can tell you. Right. Anyway, Mark McCulloch finds himself 6th after that opening first two blasts around. Not registered for points, but we'll have a quick word. That looked fun. Look at your face, you were grinning from ear to ear.
And sweating profusely, but no, it was great fun. And we were a bit steady in the first run, but always am, so we got going a bit better there.
1.4 miles done, that's all, so yeah, you're barely at the first time control, but what a great spectacle for the fans.
Oh, for sure, and we all want to be quickest through here as well, to be fair.
Well, you put on a good show, thank you. Fantastic. We all want to be quickest through these two in front of the fans, I love that. Mark McCulloch, Michael Henry alongside in the Proton Satria Evo, started life as an S2000 rally car for the Intercontinental Rally Challenge. Remember those days? They were good days, weren't they? Doesn't Baz Wheeler's car look smart? Have we got time for a very quick chat? We have got time for a very quick chat. This looks smart.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
I had a good look around it earlier.
Yeah.
Very good two-car team as well, with those big fat arches next to you.
Yeah. No, we're all good. We, well, I think it seems to have gone down well. We wanted a bit of tradition, a bit of something a bit different.
We'll pick that up in a second, very quickly. I promise not to tell you times, but you look good through there. You enjoy it?
Yeah, we enjoyed it, and that's what we need to remember this weekend. We need to remember to have some fun.
Remember why we like this sport. Let's have some fun, let's enjoy it, and it was a nice way to get the rally started.
A few upgrades on the car for the more nerdy among us. The latest spoiler, that's a signal of intent, or are you just a rally nerd like the rest of us?
Not as bad as you, Paul, that's for sure.
Brad Cole, Jamie Vaughan. Out to have some fun this weekend, continue learning the car. A nice result would be good, but do you know what? He has, at quite great lengths, asked me not to discuss times with him. That's his plan inside the car with Jamie this weekend, so I will respect that, and hopefully you'll understand that. I might have the odd word with Jamie at some of the stage ends. Oh, we're not going to get into the stage end. I'm actually thinking about our plan, are we? So I missed my opportunity there, but we will discuss times, you and I. You at home, me stuck here in my favourite place by the side of the stages. How's that for an idea? You need to have a spin around and have a look at that glorious BMW M3. We'll get to that. It is an incredible looking machine. Just going to run over here and let's grab it. That is a special looking machine, isn't it? And just behind it as well, Nick Kitchen's Cossack Escort. I said it a minute ago, but an incredible lineup and variety of cars to enjoy down here. John Marshall and Craig Wallace have brought that Polish registered BMW M3. A few of these really high spec, work spec almost, if not more so. M3s are coming out of the woodwork, and my goodness, do they look right. The preparation on John's car is just something else. It's so spectacular. Hopefully we can bring you a good bit of action from it on the stages. The man you see in orange there, just closing the door with his high-vis vest on, is actually Chris Hopkins, who you may remember, who drives the Rover SD1 and indeed the Triumph TR7, but that recently built Tony Pond replica SD1 of Chris's. He's actually here as a trainee scrutineer, working with Jeff Doe and the team. Fantastic to see people who've been involved in the sport so long give something back. Ian Forgan. How was that, Ian?
Yeah, we made a complete amateur mistake there the first stage. So we went right to the end of that high street and left our braking too late for the corner, went straight on through the tape. So
you went to the pub you were at last night, weren't you?
That would have been nice. Yeah, it's a nice night for a pub.
There we go. Well, a bit of entertainment for the spectators anyway. Right, Hugh James, Lewis Sim, what can they do on these Scottish lanes this weekend? How was that?
It's not bad, good start, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, tyre's not quite up to temp, but...
you don't want to be catching those curbs?
No, it's all right. Clean run.
Get yourself into those lanes and see what this two-wheel drive Challenger can do. Hugh James, Lewis Sim with the rallying in memory of Di Roberts on the side of the car. John Stone with Keir Beaton weekend. Happy enough with that for what you can do through there?
Yeah, it was all right. It was just nice and neat, and yeah.
Got a few people catching the curves, but you weren't one of them, luckily.
Oh, definitely not, no. I've done that before.
Into the lanes now. Which ones are you looking forward to, John?
I need to get tonight out of the way, and then we'll... it's a matter for us of just getting round this rally.
Oyster Catcher looms at the end of the night.
Yeah, and that's doesn't hold great memories for me, so I need to get through that.
Have you had your carrots?
No, but I've had a lot of fizzy drinks.
Good luck here. You're going to need it. It's going to be fun in that polo tonight. I can't remember what year it was that John had his accident, actually, in the Oyster Catcher stage, but it's not. It's somewhere he's looking forward to going at the end of this evening's action. Is it 2023, I think, on his last rally here? Didn't join us last year, did he, at the Argyll rally? John Stone joins us here, 11th overall in the championship. Needs some points on the board. He really needs to be increasing that points tally now to get a championship charge underway. Look, I'll level with you and I'll manage your expectations a little bit here. It's going to get a bit crazy. We're going to have cars at 30-second intervals, and we're going to speak to who we can, and we're going to get quick words from some. We're going to get some stories from those in our championship, but we'll bring you as much reaction as we can while you watch action from these opening 2 stages of the Dunoon Presents Argyll Rally as the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship reaches the midway point of the season, which is a fact I am struggling to comprehend. I'm sure you are as well. I don't know if it happens for all of us, but these years seem to go faster and faster. Just like the cars. Jake Briggs, Harry Walshaw, the Yorkshire pair. Harry over in Rally Barbados with Tarek Minute in the Fiesta Rally 2, now switching to a Mark II Escort in the Scottish Peninsula. But you know what? The temperature is not that different. And that is a very special car indeed. Lee Ashbury and Ian Jones in the, look at it, the Andrews Heat for Hire, Russell Butt, Monty arched Mark II Escort. Just look at how, I don't know if Mark, you can pick out an angle that shows just how wide the arches are on this Escort. It is as wide as a house. It is absolutely staggering. And it just has such incredible presence. Look how wide those arches are. It is an amazing looking car. Just look at it. Real bit of history there. We all know that Works Escorts are a little bit like Trigger's Broom. So let's not have any conversations about how right or wrong or anything else it is. Joe, happy enough through that?
Yes.
Always good to entertain the spectators?
Well, it was very warm.
It's got a big grin in the face. Let Joe and Charlotte get to the next stage. Not registered for championship points this year. They were in previous seasons here with us. So you see the Martini-esque liveried Dayglow orange and silver Rally 2 of Darrell Taylor and Kat Lund just queuing up. Now, I did promise to speak to Harry this evening, but we're going to have a short, sharp interview, I'm afraid, Harry. But Bob, how was that?
Good, I know, definitely. Probably more like Barbados than Dunoon. Yeah, it was good, I know, enjoyed that. Second run through was better.
How are you feeling in front of the spectators?
Aye, good, aye. Probably better line in the stages with spectators, it's probably better.
I'm going to quickly run round, hang on. Come on, Harry, I promised I'd interview you.
Oh, great, yeah. No, it's good. It's good to be back in the seat. The rallying's been tough over the last couple of weeks in the sport in general, but I was rallying this weekend for the lad who took me on my first road rally, Andrew Forrester, who sadly passed away after a short illness, so we're rallying for him this weekend.
Here we go. Thank you, Harry. Good words. And quite emotional though as well. I did promise I'd have that conversation because I think it's important. Everyone else looks absolutely wiped out, and you two look like you just had a drive in the park. You look chilled and relaxed.
Well, it wasn't a drive in the park, it was a drive in the town, but yeah, no, it was okay. I've had better runs through the town. There was a wee mix-up with the clocks at the start, and it just threw the but we're through, no mistakes, no nothing, so no problem.
If anyone can reset you and get you going again, it's him, so you've got a good pair in here. What's the plan for tonight?
Yeah, no, we're one for an attack. I think I prefer in the wet, to be honest, but yeah, I always seem to go well on Friday night, so that's the plan anyways.
Plan of attack. Thank you. Give me a plan of attack any day. Johnny McKay, Richard Crozier are in attack mode. Willie, you happy after that one?
Thank you. Yeah, very good. We had a good time the first time and took 3 seconds the second time, so good.
Very naughty co-driving lanes. Look at his look on his face. He always looks like he's up to no good.
A cheesy green.
Got to watch him.
he's a dodgy one, this one.
Problem is, he's a driver. How was that though? Good fun?
Aye, good fun, yeah.
What's the plan for tonight?
Safe as fast as we can, but just get through it and not make any mistakes. Get a feel for the car, push hard tomorrow.
Oh, just to catch your looms.
Oh, I love it, love it.
There we go. Look out for Willie Patterson. and their times later on. Rallies.info is where you need to be, and I will flick to there and just give you a little bit of an update on the leaderboard. Will Rowlands then, 13th overall at the minute. Doing just what you need to do through there, nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, no, just drove that really, but she's not turning in very well, so it is what it is.
Time to blow the cobwebs off in the lanes.
Yeah, I think I need to drop the front down a little bit.
What's your plan for this weekend?
Fast as I can. That's what I'm here for. No.
Simple as that. That'll be clipped up for future use. What's your plan for tonight? As fast as I can. That's what you want to hear rally drivers say, isn't it? I would grab a word with Chris Hopkins, because I do like to sort of put a bit of a spotlight on people who are giving something back and volunteering in the sport, and I think he's got a very interesting story, going from driving a Rover SD1 on the stages to training to be a scrutineer, but he looks a bit busy right now. David, that looked fun.
Yeah, it was good fun. It's been a long day to get started, but it's good even to get round there to get the nerves shaken off a bit, so that has helped a bit. And now we go to the
5 more stages and arguably a little bit more serious stages this evening now.
Yeah, no, this is where that really starts now, so yeah, we'll go again.
Good luck for the rest of the night. David Crossan, Ben Taggart. Haven't got a time for stage 2 from them just yet. But I tell you what, Hugh James and Lewis Sim are currently 8th overall. I know we're talking about after 1.4 miles. I'm trying not to look at it, Mark. I'm trying not to look at that beautiful Group A spec Mark III Astra, because I love them so much. Isn't that a glorious looking thing? Yeah, Hugh James and Lewis Sim were fast out there, as we expected over those opening 2 stages. Just a second off Jason Pritchard and Phil Clark in the Yaris Rally 2. Again, I will caveat everything I'm saying with it was only 2.72 mile blasts through the town centre, but it all counts. And do you know what? We've heard a couple of drivers say, haven't we, that it is about being as fast as you can out there. That is such a glorious looking car with its spot lamps on and the bumper pods mounted to the bump. Do you know what? I haven't mentioned this yet, have I? But all of the cars are sporting their full trim, ready for the nighttime stages. Spot lamps bolted on, ready for action, which just adds that extra little bit of theatre. Of course, the more modern cars have the laser lamp bars, but even some of the modern lamp bars look fantastic. And there's a real carnival atmosphere out here. Ross Jarrett. Just said there's a carnival atmosphere out here. Are you feeling it in the car, Ross?
No, it's just hot. It's just hot, hot, hot. It's just hot after no carnival. So,
you're looking forward to tonight's stages?
So yeah, it'd be good. They were good in the recce. They were good last year, so should be better this year, hopefully. I don't know, going quicker maybe.
Good luck, guys.
Hopefully.
Stevie Brown alongside. Looks nice and cool and collected. Another one of the very accomplished Scottish co-drivers. Scottish Rally Championship, the Asset Alliance Scottish Rally Championship, joining ranks with the Fuchs British Historic Rally Championship and, of course, the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, which is our key narrative this weekend. We will bring you an update on the championship leaderboards later in this live broadcast. Right now, we'll just gather as much action and reaction as we can from the first 2 very short stages through Dunoon Town Centre. It's a thumbs up from Mr. Constantine in the Opel Adam R2. It's a wave. He looks very happy, doesn't he? Ivan Devine alongside. I'll have a very quick word before our next end of stage. I meant to talk to you at the end of the stage, but I couldn't resist, because as Paul Wakely says, you're such a nice chap, Ivan.
Well, that remains to be seen.
You had to ask for decals for just one door, didn't you?
Yeah, just one door, and it wasn't my side either, so I try and look after my side of the car.
Yeah, this man has other ideas. We'll catch up with you at the stage end. Right, here we go. Let's see. I've got your times through at the moment. An anniversary of something that we'd rather not remember, but you two have gone well through those first two.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed that. I was very nervous before the first the first of the two stages, but I got a surprise when we were sitting waiting to go up to the start. My partner and my daughter were over, so that was good to see them.
Well, it's nice to be in front of the fans, isn't it? And that's a really nice family story as well. But how's Mark feeling ahead of this? You okay? You good for feeling it? Very hot. It is very hot in there. Richard Clues and Carl Williamson going for taking us. Stuart and Mark Irvine head off to the next 5 stages of the evening. I'll be having words with Mr. Williamson about that. I even referred to him as the most handsome man in rallying recently, and he drives past us at the stage end. What is that all about, Mark? Darryl Taylor, Cat Lund here. Where are we? Let's have a look. Have I got your time? 10th overall after those first two. I know they're short, but it all counts.
Yeah, we didn't have a good first run, but the second one we just pushed it. And it's like Barbados in here, Paul.
I was saying earlier, the temperature's not much different, is it?
It's fabulous, yeah, get me used to it. Yeah, so.
Well, how good to be in front of the fans? Not something we get to do very often.
I think you should do it for the fans all the time, you know, because they're the ones who support us. Well done.
Darryl Taylor, Cat Lund are off to the next 5 stages. As David White, I told you it was going to get busy down here, but I didn't expect to be walking into my cameraman. Sorry, Mark. Dave, happy?
Yeah, really happy. Bit warm though, Paul.
It looks really fun though. It looks so good to be in front of the fans here in the town centre.
It's a great opening couple of stages, and the fans see it all. What a lovely day. What a great start to the event.
The business community here have really invested, I know you're a businessman, you'll understand this, in this event, and it's them, Danoon Presents, that sponsor the rally. How great to see the business community getting behind it. We need more of this, don't we?
Absolutely. It's what the UK needs on the rallying scene. More businesses behind it. It's a great, I mean, why not? Come on, it's a great sport. You know that, don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Big grin on his face. Paul Hannon alongside was also smiling. She enjoyed that. And as he says, it's exactly what the business community should be doing. So well done, Danoon Presents. If you're watching this back, please use this broadcast in any future. Just listen to that off the line. What on earth was that off the line then? That was some hellish anti-lag on that. What was that? I'm trying to work out what that was. It one of the Clio R3s or something off the line? Yeah, if you're ever tendering for more funding in the future, please use the words from our competitors this weekend. How was that?
Yeah, all right. Tyres a little bit cold, so kind of sideways between the two square rights in the middle of the town, but yeah, we got through it, so all good.
Not many people will be getting sideways in the town centre tonight.
Well, I'm not proud of it, but...
We're not proud of it. He looks proud of it, doesn't he? Brett McKenzie, Barry Young, he's not proud of getting side. I'd be proud of it. David White, Paula Hannon, by the way, were 14th overall after that first 2 runs through here. Seemed quite happy with that, didn't he? Richard Clues, Carl Williamson slotting just ahead of that Hyundai R5 that we were talking to of Stuart and Mark Irvine. Just 1 second between them. It is very, you would expect it to be very close after just 1.4 miles, I know. But forgive me for talking a little bit of theatre and adding the drama in. It is incredibly close as the cars head out to enjoy 5 more stages in the lanes here in this beautiful part of Scotland. The one thing I'm not looking forward to tomorrow are the midges, but I'm looking forward to stages 8 and 13, and we'll be live with you, both of them, from 8:45 in the morning. Roger, happy?
Hello, how are you?
Are we starting like that? I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
We did a U on the first run.
What did you do?
You hit the bail.
I didn't hit a bail.
You hit something, didn't you?
I've seen your in car from the last run out, don't give me that.
Have you?
PB Engineering did a cracking job with this car, because that's the original bumper you hit the deer with, and the car looks amazing. Want a word for the team?
Oh, thank you very much. It did a fantastic job. We were out for the second day. They fixed it overnight. It's amazing.
And I've heard the word that went in to get that done, so I think a word for the team was required there for Phil and Alexandria and the team. Roger and Tommy Henderson in that beautiful Rally 2 Fiesta. I said this a little while ago, and I'll stand by it. There's a real arms race when it comes to liveries at the moment, and these Legend performance cars are right up there as well. Just talking about how good the car looks.
Yeah, it looks good. We've got a little bit of a misfire, so I need to get that going.
Nathan Bolton, Phil Kenny, appreciate them stopping. Bit of a misfire on the Fiesta. Couldn't hear it there at low revs, could we? But He knows better than me. He's inside the car, but one of the Legend Performance cars, Paul McGretton, if he's watching this, will be getting ready to receive them in service and hope he can do something with that. No doubt giving them a bit of guidance en route if he can as well. Paul Collins in that Salter Motorsport Mark II, and this has to be one of the cars, doesn't it? Keith Robertson, Ian Nicol alongside. Oh. That Forenza just looks right, doesn't it? Right, we spoke to Nathan at the stage start. Does a rally car stop at the zebra crossing? It doesn't. Okay. I wasn't quite sure how that one was going to go. How was that?
It's absolutely boiling in here. We have to have the heaters. We've had to have the heaters on full blast because it was getting a bit hot on the line. Oh, so it is hot.
It feels very sweaty in here. How was it though?
Yeah, it was all right actually. Yeah, nice to do it when it's not raining. It's usually
nice to do it in front of the fans.
Yeah, it's good fun.
What's the game plan tonight then?
Just literally get through these next two little hard, the only short bit's hard stage, and then full blast in the last one.
The Oyster Catcher stage.
Yeah, that's the one.
Got his eyes on it. Tell you what, Nathan Bolton, Phil Kenny, despite that misfire, not having a bad run there at all. 12th overall by the looks of things here. Blimey, Baz, I thought you were going to run me over then.
No.
If I'm going to go, it may as well be like that. With a Group A Galant, how was that?
Yeah. Good, fun. You know, saying we ain't tested this trim whatsoever, had to go on it. First time we drove it was going around there, and I quite enjoyed it. The trouble is now, I need to tell myself to calm down because I just got it. I really love that stage. Daft as it sounds.
No, it's not daft. I know what you mean. It's the feel of it, isn't it?
We've got to get some love tonight and look after her, ain't we?
I don't know if the camera, can you just get the camera in? Just look at how well this thing is put together. And if you don't mind, Baz, I'm going to open your back door very briefly. Just look in here. Look. Just look at that. Look. It's like we're back in the 90s. Sorry, Argyll. He's looking at the road but thinking, we've got to go. And Woodford's getting all nerdy, but it's such a glorious car. Right, guys, enjoy tonight's stages, and we'll see you later.
Thank you, mate. Bye.
Baz Jordan, Argyll Jenkins in the Group A Galant. Listen to it. I'm pleased he told me that he enjoyed that stage. Doesn't need to apologise for that at all, because the spectacle is part of, and the theatre is part of what this sort of big part of what this sport is all about. And we've heard it from a few drivers tonight. But getting to do what they love in front of the fans is fantastic. Right, let's see if I can just make a bit of sense. See the Manx driver, Max Murray, starting to get to grips now with that DS3 following the C2. He drove so well. Didn't often have all four wheels on the floor though, did it? Matty Owen alongside with his thumb up out the window. Richard Clues, Carl Williamson are leading Class 2 at the moment. Just a second ahead of Charlotte McDowell and Joe McCann, who are on an equal time to Willie Patterson and Tom Hind. We spoke to them just a minute ago, and they're just a second ahead of Brett McKenzie. Johnny McKay, another further second behind. It is just second splitting our crews after these two short blasts. That's one of the great things about these short, sharp blasts through the town centre. It does make things ever so tight. I think did we miss Mark Holmes and Bonnie Papper through the stage? Did we miss Mark Holmes? Did he come past while we were talking to somebody else? What time? Oh no, we haven't got the second time for him yet. Ignore me, Mark. It's fine. Yeah, we think that might have been Mark Holmes with the anti-lag, actually. Car's just threading their way through here. Is Paul, how was that?
It doesn't slide.
How on earth have you managed to get out of your race suits before you got here?
Oh, honestly, it's fligging roasting. It's good, I enjoyed that. Yeah, it's good.
It's not often we get to do it in front of the fans like that.
No, we just said to him, I think we had about 80 mile an hour down Main Street. Do you know what I mean? Like, where can you do that? Yeah, it was good, very good. Enjoyed it.
That gives us a flavour of it, doesn't it? Paul Thompson, Josh Davison doing 80 miles per hour down the high street. It's normally 20 miles per hour down there. That's 4 times the speed limit. In safe conditions. Please don't try this at home. I should probably say, shouldn't I? I love to see rally drivers like excited and full of energy because they've just done In that case, 80 mile an hour down a public road. Hugh James, Lewis Sim, the fastest of our two-wheel drive cars so far. 5 seconds in the lead of Class 3 overall. As far as the championship is concerned, looking very strong indeed. It's Ross Jarrett, Stevie Brown in second place in that class, but not registered for championship points. This is an absolutely beautiful looking car. John, I must have more photos of this car on my phone from wandering around service earlier than any of that. It is absolutely beautiful.
It is, but it's giving us a wee issue with over fueling on the start line.
Right, okay.
So that's why we're trying to get the revs up, because it fluttered off the start line there. So we need to get that fixed. But otherwise, it's a reasonable run.
Ironing out the niggles, we call it.
No, just me.
Next 5 stages to go. What's the plan tonight?
Just same thing. As the car feels good in there, so just hopefully it's as good on the stages, and we get rid of that wee flutter, get rid of that misfire. So
good luck. It looks beautiful.
Right, thank you.
Look at that. Stunning looking thing. The standard of preparation is an arms race in itself, isn't it, in this championship?
It is. The standard of our driving is not quite as good as the preparation, though, I think. But anyway, that was a bit of a struggle, but we're all right.
Really short stages, it's very difficult to get any kind of rhythm, isn't it?
Yeah, well, just as well, a bit of heat on the start, so it's just kind of a bit hesitant to go, but it'll be fine. We'll put some road miles on.
Looking forward to tonight?
All of it.
I love that.
Well, never been here before, so how do you know what's going to be good?
You've done the recce.
Well, I've done the recce, so that means I'm looking forward to all of it.
Good, I'm not arguing. I'm agreeing with him. Baz Wheeler's looking forward to all of it tonight. He's done the recce. Never been here in anger before. He's here with the Fuchs British Historic Rally Championship. That's fine, isn't it? Another of these glorious looking cars. Owen, you were brimming with confidence in the pub last night. How's that confidence now?
I'm glad I've got through that one anyway. I couldn't care if I was last in that one as long as I got through it. So proper stages now. So, but yeah, just want to say a massive thank you to my sponsors and everybody that's put so much hard work in to make sure that I get here. So,
Car looks fantastic.
Thank you. It's getting there anyway, so we'll keep it nice and neat.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Fearnock. I think that'll be a good stage. That'll suit me. So that'll be good.
Good stuff. It doesn't seem 5 minutes since Owen was in the juniors, and here he is in that glorious looking GC8 Subaru. And he really wasn't joking with that. He really was brimming with confidence last night. This thing looks fantastic. It looked fun in front of the crowd.
No, it's brilliant. It's incredible on tar. This is the first time I've had it on tar, and it's handling as well as I expected it to. The only downside is the heat. Sweating. Brilliant though, having a blast.
Forward to tonight's stages?
Definitely, it's going to be brilliant.
Time for a blast in the lanes.
Oh, I can't wait.
Real energy inside that little Clio, isn't there? Justin Gunning, Michael Motes in the Clio RT3. Might have been one of the cars with anti-lag popping and banging off the start line, actually. Josh Evans, Paddy currently 4th in the class behind Justin, just 4 seconds behind that Clio that we've just chatted to. 4 seconds behind Justin.
It's new time, first time in the car really, so just getting used to the turbo instead of 2 litre NA, so yeah, it's hot.
The car sounds ace.
Yeah, just need to spend some more money, get some anti-lag on it, and a bit of a bigger turbo, just have more power then, so.
Tonight's stages?
Yeah, just needs to cool down a bit. Yeah, no, looking forward to it.
4 seconds is nothing. We've got a class fight on our hands as well there in class 3. There you are. Team Evans rallying out in force. That's the other nice thing about these stages, because it's not too far from service. Literally all this part of the evening is very compact service and scrutineering, and this town centre stage here in Dunoon, it gets a little bit more spread out as we go into tomorrow's stages. But nice that the team can actually get down here. John Marshall, Craig Wallace in this. Look at it. I can't get over how well this thing looks. Second in the class, just 2 seconds. 2 seconds behind Baz Jordan. The fight is on. This is such a good-looking piece of kit, isn't it? You know that.
It's a bit as good-looking as me.
Equal terms. Can I put it like that?
I would say that.
How was that?
That's a new car to me. We didn't know what we was going to do. We didn't get a great run in the Clark, as you know.
So it's a big learning curve, but we'll get there.
You know how excited people are about this car because you saw the crowd around it earlier.
They love it. Makes a nice noise.
So you should. John Marshall, Craig Wallace, just look at that car. Almost, probably a bit more than work spec. Nick, car looks glorious. It looked good in front of the crowds there. Do you enjoy that?
Proper, yeah. Can't we just do that all night long?
I think they'd call that a rally sprint if we did.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Good idea though, wasn't it? Close down the town centre and just do a rally sprint like they do in Holland.
We'll have to see how the real stuff gets on now.
Enjoy that.
Thank you.
Can't we just do that all night long, he says. Nick, the car looks good. Are you ready?
Aye, hopefully, aye.
Ready for a big fight?
Aye, get a bash. Aye.
5 stages tonight after these two. You got through these two. What's the plan now?
Just keep going, just keep trying. Sweat our pants in.
Right, well, you'll do that and you'll lose a bit of weight in those cars tonight. There was a funny moment. Phil Bradshaw popped to see Hugh Hunter and he said, I've got you a new saddleback for the back of your seat. And Hugh went, what's that? It's a rucksack. I could put that on the front of me. And they had this funny debate about whether or not Hugh wanted to use his new drinking system on the back of the seat. And Phil said, it'd be fine, Hugh. I'll just stick it on the back of the seat. You won't even know it's there until you need a drink. Little moments that you get when you wander around the service. I like rallies like this where we can be really relaxed and we've got a lot of time so we can just spend the day. I mean, I fell asleep in the van because I've had very little sleep in the last couple of days, but apart from that, it's been wonderful just wandering around and not being under tight time constraints. So service area was relaxed and I could wander around and be a rally car nerd and just get a bit of a chat with some of the crews out this weekend. Mr. Waggett over there in the Mini, by the way, has a very big birthday coming up. Well, it's not a very big birthday. I wish I had birthdays that size still. His 18th birthday. I think it's tomorrow, actually. So we'll get that into the conversation, won't we, when it comes through in the Mini Rally Challenge car. Talking of minis, it's been an accidental theme of my weekend so far. We'll talk about that a little more in just a moment, because here is Mark Holmes, Bonnie Papa. Where did they come on that one? I didn't see the time through. Have I got your time for? I have. Yeah. Okay, happy?
Yeah.
17th overall at the minute.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, a bit.
Not much to do in there, is
there's
there?
nothing to do, but the tyres were cold on the first stage, and yeah, it's short and sweet, isn't it? Happy with that.
Yeah. Bonnie, all happy and over from the Isle of Man, another of our Manx competitors. Quite a Manx contingent here this weekend. Mark Holmes, Bonnie Papa, another good-looking Fiesta R5. Now, Jake was looking very happy with himself earlier. You were looking forward to this earlier when I spoke to you in service.
Yeah, that was really good. Warmed up now and ready to go.
Great fun in front of the crowds, isn't it?
Yeah.
First time here?
First time here, enjoying it. Got the weather, so looking forward to it.
And it was real nice in service earlier. The spectators come around and they were fascinated with the car.
Signed their shirts and yeah, loads. So
great spectacle, this rally. Jake is ready for those lanes tonight. He was nicely relaxed in service, and it was a group of kids from school with their parents that popped after school for a look around the service area, and they had a real taking for the Mark IIs, and Jake showed them around the car, and his dad was showing them under the bonnet and things like that. And as you hear, had to sign some autographs for them. I remember doing that when I was a kid, getting rally drivers to sign autographs for me. Right, if you're just tuning in, this is the midway point of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. We are joining forces this weekend on the Scottish Peninsula with this Asset Alliance Scottish Rally Championship and the Fuchs British Historic Rally Championship for the Dunoon Presents Argyll Rally. We have 16 stages this weekend, 66 miles in total, 21 miles and 7 of those stages this evening. Paul Wakely, our championship coordinator, who, I mean, he tells me he doesn't want to be on camera and then he pulls faces like that. 7 of those stages, 21 of those miles. You can stop tracking him down the pavement now. It's not the most interesting TV, is it? Mind you, I suppose otherwise you've just got to look at me. So it's going to be a fast night in the lanes, because we have got these first 2 stages to really get out of the way as far as the drivers are concerned. Then they head to Tarsome Dam and Fearnock, just a 2.5 mile stages until they get really into the big stages. Beelach May 4.4 miles this evening, but it's the Oyster Catcher stage, that's 7.86 mile stage. To finish the evening, crews starting at 20 past 10. That's the one where it really starts to count. Jake, Harry making the long trip from Yorkshire. Has it been worth it? Good fun.
Love it up here. Absolutely adore this place, but it's warm. It's very warm.
So now things really get going in the lanes.
Yeah, we've got a couple wide open stage next, and a couple of real tight, twisty things, and then into the darkness, and just slow, steady, ease our way back into it.
I've seen how much he preps. He's got a lot of work to do in the next 5 stages. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Always got a smile on his face, as Jake. I first met Jake at a local car show at the Motorsport, a rally car show, and I seem to have seen him on every single rally I've done since then, actually. How was that?
Oh, bloody hot. It's very hot at the moment. I mean, it's just melting in here.
It feels hot. I opened the door and there's a waft of hot.
Over 100 degrees. So yeah, so sitting looking at the temperature now, the oil pressure light is coming on because it's getting so thin. But no, it's good. It's a good stage. It's
nice to do in front of the fans.
You know, just starts the night off easily.
Let's get into the lanes.
Good on you. Thank you.
Yeah, I could feel that as he opened. How hot it was. Lee, it never gets old seeing this car and these arches.
Sorry?
So good seeing this car in the town.
No, it's nice. It's just bring it out of a blast, get it around the lanes, isn't it? You know, that's what it's all about.
It just fits down some of those streets, doesn't it?
Yeah, only just. It's like going through some bits. It's like, oh, she wide, isn't it?
What's the plan for tonight?
Sorry?
What's the plan for tonight?
Just steady pace, you know, but let's get through to tonight, you know. So I'm not that, don't like the dot that much, but we do it better. So, like I say, we'll just have a bit of a plod through. And then
You go and channel your inner Russell Brooks. We'll see you later.
Yeah, will do.
So these guys are in a rush. Robin Shuttleworth, Malcolm Smithson just waving Lee to get a move on. So we're not going to get a word with them just at this moment. Tomorrow then, the first of the stages comes your way at 8:45. That's the Bielek Mame 2 stage, the rerun of the stage from tonight. We'll be live with you for that one. Oystercatcher 2, then Glendaruel, 2 stages through there before Whistlefield, and then service after that. Kilfinnan, Millhouse, Glendaruel and Whistlefield to finish us off. Andrew, all good?
All good, yeah, good fun in there, yeah. Bit of a slippy, but what to be expected.
I'm curious about the dent on the back of the roof there. That wasn't a roll, was it?
It was last year on the space side.
Right, okay.
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I've not noticed it before when I was looking around the car earlier.
It's not going to make the car go any faster.
A bit of aero.
Exactly.
What's the plan tonight?
Get through tonight, see how we are tomorrow, and then maybe push in the daylight tomorrow.
What's the stage you're looking forward to the most?
Probably Tarzan. It's fast in there, so short, quick blast, but it's good fun.
It's up next. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Andrew Forbes. There's a curious looking dent on the rear quarter and just on top of the roof at the back, and I thought I had looked around that car earlier in service as well, and I must not have looked very closely because I didn't notice that. I mean, obviously I knew he hadn't done it in the town centre here. So Sam Touzle and Max Freeman lead the way so far then after these 2 very short opening stages. The crew's now on their way to 5 stages in the lanes. How glorious is that twin cam Escort, by the way? It reminds me of the one on the cover, or I think it was on the cover of one of the Graham Robson books. A lovely colour scheme, isn't it? So the first 2 stages out of the way then. Sam Touzle, Max Freeman lead the way by 5 seconds. The earlier confusion over the start times ironed out, and that penalty has been erased, which is good. We get to see a championship fight. Hugh Brunton, Richard Wardle were fast through these 2, just 5 seconds back in the Polo R5. Then it was Hugh Hunter, Rob Fagg in the Fiesta Rally 2. Just a further 2 seconds back. Mark McCulloch, Michael Hendry in the Satria Evo, 4 seconds further up the road, or down the road I should probably say, shouldn't I? I'll tell you what, John Stone and Keir Beaton. John not looking forward to tonight's dark stages. We'll be pleased that he made the most of the first short, sharp tests through the town centre to become 5th overall going into the lanes. 4 seconds back from Mark McCulloch up ahead, but in terms of championship points, it's a podium position after the first 2 short stages. Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark equaling their time through the first 2 stages and just making sure they were happy with the pace and able to get through these first 2. Didn't want to do anything silly in that Yaris Rally 2. They know that the time to be made up is out there in the lanes. Moment sitting down behind John Stone and Keir Beaton. Brad Cole, Jamie Vaughan, 2 seconds behind. Should mention, by the way, Jason Pritchard and John Stone are on an identical overall time of 3 minutes 48 after the first runs through. Actually, they've gone through the first 3 stages, haven't they? The first few crews, so the times are in, actually. Doesn't time fly when you're enjoying yourself? Let's have a look. Yeah, so the third stage times are in. If you go to rallies.info, there's a 1:57 through very short Tarson Dam stage that a few of our drivers have been looking forward to this evening. 2.53 miles through there. Sam Touzle, Max Freeman were fastest by 2 seconds. Hugh Hunter, Rob Fagg put the second fastest time in through there, which is what's seen them jump up the leaderboard after the opening first 2 stages. Hugh Brunton, Richard Wardle currently second overall with 3 seconds back, third fastest through this third stage. And it was Ian Forgan and Chris Lees actually who were 4th fastest through there with a 2 minute 1 seconds compared to Sam Touzle's fastest time of 1:57. So 4 seconds off the pace, and interesting, and I'm no doubt they'll be pretty pleased with that. They were 50th fastest, Ian and Chris, through the first run through Dunoon, 5th fastest on the second run, and then 4th fastest through that third stage through Tarson Dam. Have you finished wandering up the queue of rally cars, being a rally car nerd? Were they in the Fiesta? I love that. And they're live. Love it. So they're inside the Fiesta and they've got a disco going on. I can hear it from here actually. I did think it was because there's a few parties going on, lots of loud music. You can hear drum beats wherever you look and flashing lights in the town centre here. Hugh James, Lewis Sim then behind Ian Forgan, 10th fastest through that third stage, 2 minutes 9 seconds from them, fastest of the 2-wheel drive crews through there. Interesting times then. Sam Touzle, Max Freeman, Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark have now cleared stage 4. We'll give you an update on that in just a second. Good word with Alan Scott first. You got a bit of a problem there, or 2 hands on the handbrake? Is that a problem? Is it?
No, not at all. We're just getting there. It's running a little bit hot, but nothing too bad, especially with
enjoy that
today. Yeah, enjoying it. It's good crack.
That's great with the spot lamps bolted on the front, doesn't it?
That's the best bit. Honestly, that's the best bit.
You've now got the absolute joy of watching those spot lamps through these night stages.
I just hope they don't fall off. Time will tell.
You'll see if they do.
Exactly.
Alan Scott with Shayna Archibald alongside. They were a DNF on last year's Argyll Rally. Hence the comment about his spot lamps falling off. I'm not sure that caused the DNF though, but we will see, won't we? So I don't have a clue what you're pointing at, Mark. We will do that on the way after when we get to the end of the stage, because if I go there, by the time we get through to the end of stage, we'll miss somebody, won't we? I'm just going to flick back. I want to have a look at the stage times through 4, because we have now got the first 4 times through. So again, so far 4 times through, it doesn't tell us an awful lot yet, but Sam Touzle, Max Freeman a second clear of Hugh Hunter and Rob Fagg with a 2:22. Rory Young, Jamie Edwards currently 3rd fastest through that stage. 2:24 from them. Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark doing exactly what they said they were going to do. Just enjoy this, not take too many risks, ease themselves in on leg 1. And at the moment, it's a 3rd overall position from them after 4 stages with a 4th fastest stage time through the 4th stage of the day with a 2:25. Are you following? Right. Get your wish, Mark, because we've got a bit of a hold-up. So I'm going to go and speak to David and Jenny Robertson in the Fiesta, who have got. I have to point out before we do anything else that those wheels on the car. Point it at the wheels, Mark. They're Mark III Escort, or you might want to say Mark IV. The aficionados probably argue with me about that. Mark IV Escort XR3i wheels, but they were pink wheels earlier. You've swapped the pink wheels for the orange wheels. I was fascinated by the choice of wheel on this earlier, the XR3i wheels.
Went with the harnesses.
It looks good. Look at this. Can the camera pick this out? Jenny's nails are the same colour as the wheel choice.
In each hand, but they wouldn't let me.
So you've got a bit of a disco going on in here. We quite like this. Mark was very taken, so he said, we've got to come and speak to you.
We didn't bother with the pace notes this year, so we're just going to go and enjoy it.
Does this get you in the vibe, ready to go?
Absolutely, absolutely. We're in the mood.
You happy?
Yes, very. Looking forward to get.
I saw you looking so chilled earlier, sat in the car in service. I didn't want to disturb you, so I took a picture of your wheel and saved it for another day.
STV News. We were on STV News, that gets sprung on as we come into service.
Fantastic. Ollie Dickinson, who's the presenter for STV News, actually was one of our presenters on Special Stage when he first got his first gig.
Yeah, absolutely great guy. Absolutely great guy. I'm glad he cut out in I said and left the good lady there to do the talking.
We're currently talking over Taylor Swift, David, so turn it right up and we're going to leave you to your party.
That's the only Taylor Swift song I actually like. And that's because I've seen the video of it and they're all dressed up funny, so.
Have you seen the one with where they put goats in the video? No. It's Taylor Swift and then it goes to goats.
The only goats I like are the greatest of all time, so you're calling the craze up there. Pretty sure Burns at a push on the basis that he's English.
Brilliant. David Robertson, the king of tangents this evening, and David and Jenny are rocking out in this little Fiesta. Enjoy the stages tonight, guys. Look how multicoloured those wheels and the Pirelli markings on the tyres are. Not sure David could quite hear or perhaps even understand half of what I was saying there, but who cares? It was a bit of fun, wasn't it? I love that Mark 1. We're just having a quick moment here. Absolutely glorious looking thing. Look at that. Sorry, excuse me, I make no apologies for being a rally car nerd. It's not very good TV though, is it? I wonder if I should have a little further wander down. It's such a short stage that a tiny little hold-up does actually hold the queue up quite a bit, doesn't it? So we end up with little moments where I can indulge Mark and go and talk to the disco, the disco cruise. Not many of those, you won't be surprised to know. Right, plenty of times coming through for the 3rd and even 4th stage now, aren't they? Rob was not risking me going round to his side. He was pointing like mad coming down there. How was that?
Yeah, good. We bodged the first one up. I overshot at the last bit, but anyway, just a bit stupid, bit of blue mist or red mist or whatever the hell it is.
The excitement of all the spectators that would get to me.
No, it's superb, absolutely superb. Brilliant to see the people in the square, and just nice to get a stage under the belt and go and do some proper ones. And we brought your baby to see you, like. So
such a good-looking car. I love a Mark III Asser. Carl, Rob, enjoy the next 5 stages. Look at that. Woody fuel on the side of the car. It's quite fitting, isn't it? Quite like a Mark III Asser, as you know, Mark. Right, so you can do exactly what I'm doing. If you go to rallies.info, you probably have more hands and less juggling going on as well. If anything's changed after those times coming in for stage 4, there's not many times in yet for 4, so I'm just going to let those positions just iron themselves out a little bit before we give you an update. Luke Constantine, Van Devine, keep the car in one piece. It's hot work in there.
Yeah, I'm just too warm. And to be honest, I'm absolutely desperate for the toilet as well. But I think that's made me go faster. So I might just hold it in all night.
Thank you for putting that so eloquently. That could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it usually does, to be fair. It usually comes out a lot worse.
What's the plan for tonight, apart from going to the toilet?
Be safe, to be honest. I'm trying to get my head in the game. Obviously, with what happened last time we were out, it's hard to get yourself back into it. But, you know, I've been nervous all afternoon, and it doesn't help when you're waiting around all day. But now we've done them two, I feel like I'm getting in a bit of a rhythm. So hopefully we'll have a good night. I just want to get round, so.
I'm smiling because you have this nervous energy about you that I talk about quite a lot with drivers at the stage end. Actually, they just need a WAS, don't they?
That's exactly it.
That is a man absolutely busting for the loo. Been quite happy with having got through those first two stages. WAS is okay, isn't it? WAS is fine, yeah. Okay. Sam Toozle, Max Freeman will be happy with their performance on the night so far, putting out a further 2 seconds over Hugh Brunson and Richard Waldo, who are having an absolutely cracking night, actually, I've got to say. Second overall from them in the Polo R5, and we've got to the end of 2 of the proper stages in the lanes as well. 7 seconds the gap up front for the Jerseyman, Max Toozle, Sam Toozle, Max Freeman alongside. He will be delighted. I mean, there's a long way to go, of course, but he will be delighted with that start. It's all about the start. Setting the tone. Neil, how was that?
Good. I enjoyed them too. Yeah, it was really good.
Tell me the story about the lady in the race suit on the side of your car.
That's Richard Merriman's co-driver. Kath Curzon passed away at Harlech last year. It's just to remember, so.
I love the graphic. Yeah. That's really nice.
That sums it up. That is Kath.
Fantastic.
100% Kath, that is.
Enjoy the next 5 stages.
Thank you very much.
I love red steering wheels, Mike. How was that?
So do I. Magic, as I say. I mean, that is a bit like the Speyside in the park and that. Buzzing to get into stages because we've never done the tar before, so.
Have you done this when it was a gravel rally before, haven't you?
We've done heaps of gravel, but we've never done tar yet. First time, so excited.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Cheers.
Nice beards. Best beards of the rally. Mike looked excited in service earlier. I didn't even speak to him, I could just see he looked excited. Helmet looked a little bit like a steering wheel there, so you almost got me at your side. Enjoy that?
It was all right. Had a bit of fuel starvation in the first one round. We switched the fuel pumps over halfway round and it was fine for the second one, so fingers crossed for the rest of the night.
Good job you had that in hand.
I know, Robert said, switch you over, and I'm right, okay, we're all right.
First time you had to do that?
Aye, first time ever.
It worked.
It worked, aye.
Good luck for the next one.
My partner at home, Susan, she's watching on the live stream. Hi, Susan. Thank you.
Hi, Susan. Love that. Steve Street, Robert Wood didn't finish last year. They'll be looking for at least a finish here on the Danone Presents Argyll Rally. But Susan, hello to you and thanks for watching at home. And thanks to everyone else who's tuned in as well, whether you're watching at home, you're watching in the service area, like I know PB Engineering and a number of other crews will be, or if you're watching back later when we're not live even, do flick back to the start of the live stream. There was a lovely poem sent in to me. I had a lot of nice words sent to me about Di Roberts for me to read out on the live stream this weekend. We're not going to have a lot of time during these short, sharp conversations here at the end of the stage, but we will do a bit more of that tomorrow in stages 8 and 13, where we'll be live with you from 8:45 in the morning, early start for us tomorrow. But thank you so much to everybody who sent in those thoughts and the stories, anecdotes, memories, things that will make Louise and the kids beam with pride. And that poem was lovely. Thank you, Christian. Do flick back to the start of this live stream and have a look at that later. It was tough but enjoyable reading that out. Live on air to kick things off this evening. 2 short, sharp blasts, 7.72 of a mile kicks us off here in Danone Town Centre. We're now into stage 5 of 7 of the first evening here in the Scottish lanes. And I'll bring you an update on the leaderboard shortly after we've spoken to Paul Collins. Paul, you've got a big smile on your face. That looked fun.
It's never bad here, is it? Apart for the rain, we'll be all right.
That looked fun.
But that's brilliant, isn't it?
best of crack.
What are you looking forward to tonight now?
I would say keep the garden. Glendarule's a belter. That's probably
You're not doing that tonight though, right? So that's tomorrow.
one of my favourite lights. But tonight, the one up the hill.
The one up the hill.
Aye, the one over the bridge and up the hill.
Talking like a driver there, isn't he? This is why, when I'm doing these legend evenings, I always make sure if it's not a co-driver I'm talking to or a navigator, right, I make sure there's a co-driver or a navigator not far away, because drivers are notoriously bad at remembering exactly where they've been, and I'm just as bad when I'm pretending to be a rally driver as well. Note the word pretend in there, no illusions of disillusions of grandeur here. Keith, you know I love this car. It looks glorious out there. Was that fun?
The first run, but the second run there's something wrong with the engine, so it wasn't revving.
We'll let you go and get that sorted out.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, fingers crossed, yeah.
Fingers crossed. We keep our fingers crossed for Keith. And Ian in that glorious Forenza. Just look at it. Reverse lamp, back mounted on the back with its rubber boot grommets. Sorry, I was getting a bit carried away there, Andrew, looking at that Forenza. Nearly got run over by you. How was that?
I'm going from like, you know, I'm just behind him, so just about out to have fun. Next stage, bed myself in and see how we were. Enjoy the dark.
Into the lanes from here, isn't it? So that was right in front of the spectators. Quite a spectacle, that, isn't it?
It's my first town stage, so it's a bit different. It's some buzz.
Your hands are shaking. You've got real energy.
I'll be honest, there was an incident in stage 1, but stage 2 was much more fun. So I will go from here and keep on the road.
Enjoy, guys.
Thank you.
Andrew Blackwood, Lisa Watson. Just look at Tony Walker's big, wide-arch Chevette. Here's Max Murray. First of all, Manxies. You're starting to get used to this car now, I can tell.
Yeah, we're getting there. We, I would say, last year managed to put it through the hedge here, but this year we're not going to do that, hopefully.
Weather's perfect for a big push tonight, isn't it?
No, it's all good. Well, we're pushed tomorrow, see how we get on tonight, but there's us and another Manx side. A couple of the boys are missing Tim, you know, Mrs. all pulled the handbrake on him, telling him he's not allowed to go rallying, so it's just us and another lad now.
I'm sure they're watching back on the Isle of Man. Guys, good luck this evening.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. Cheers.
His missus has pulled the handbrake on. I'm sure she'll be delighted if she was watching that. Some of the quotes we get on this live coverage. Funnily enough, Luke Constantine was very eloquent when he told me he needed the toilet, wasn't he? But last night in the pub he was like, I'm ever so sorry for swearing on the live stream last time. I was like, it's fine. First time would have been fine, but you swore 3 times. Just kept on coming, didn't it? Right. Paul Wakely providing his public service and signposting the spectators. Mark, it's a cracking livery on the car. It looked great through there. How was it inside?
Great first time, dropped a second time, but we got some issues starting it, so I'm just a bit more gentle going round.
Dropping a second through there is fine.
Doesn't matter, does it? We'll make it home.
Get into the lanes now.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy.
Proper stuff. Thank you.
Proper stuff, he says. Well, I said it a few times tonight already, but proper stuff. He's getting rally cars in front of the fans. Just look at the variety we've got here. Look, Fiesta ST, Suzuki Swift, Peugeot 206, Gran Turismo, by the way. Do you know the difference between the normal one and the Gran Turismo one? The Gran Turismo has the bigger bumpers. So if you look at, walk a bit further down, Mark, let's get really nerdy on this. In order to homologate the 206 World Rally car, the 206 bumper wasn't wide enough, didn't stick out enough. The car wasn't long enough to be a WRC car, so the Gran Turismo model had the wider, longer rear bumpers to get it into the homologation. Oh, look, I've missed Bobby McDonald now. You must stop me if I get too nerdy, Mark, because things happen, things go wrong. But that's why it's got bigger bumpers, they stick out more. A homologation special. But it's a great looking car, isn't it? So it sounds like David and Jenny in that Fiesta that we just spoke to, David Robertson, has hit the curb. One of those XR3i wheels has been smashed into the curb and it won't be going any further. Look at these HRCR. So we'll keep you updated on that, but you can see the cars pulled over. These historic rally car register TRs and Minis just look glorious. Mark Johnson, a very good friend of mine, has just done a model of Stephen Hall and Aggie Foster's Triumph in the Cat 1 Cup. But these Minis are having a proper mini adventure. Everywhere I looked, yesterday and today at scrutineering, the minis were all over the place. It's a fantastic spectacle. It's great to have. It's great to have classic minis out here and rallying, and there's some really nicely prepped cars here. I was wondering if zebra crossing still counted in a rally car. They do?
Oh, I know. Jesus, that's mental.
How was that?
Brilliant, absolutely superb. So I've just put on Rigers, so that's the first time out with them. So yeah, car feels much better.
I'm not sure a town centre stage is the right testing ground, but I think the next few might be.
Yeah, definitely. So no, it felt good. Brakes felt good. So car's getting a bit hot, but finally go and stretch its legs now. So
enjoy.
All right, cheers.
Rallying in a tropical climate on the Scottish Peninsula. I got nerdy yesterday, but this opening rear window here on Clive's Mini, I was quite taken with your opening rear quarter.
Oh yeah, I saw it. It was very good, yeah.
Your face when I walked over and opened it to begin with. What is he doing?
Oh, that was all right.
There you go, because we got yeah, Anton's giving me the finger. Was that the finger or the thumbs up? I thought he was telling you had to go. Oh, was he? So we've got, how many minis have we got? We've got 6 historic minis out this weekend. Bit of a mini adventure out here.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be good, isn't it? I think it's going to be, the weather's going to be good for us, which is good. It's going to be very hot inside the car, but...
You're rolling backwards, by the way.
That's because my handbrake's not on.
Co-driver's got a sharp pencil as well, should you need it.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it should be...
Kevin, you won't need that.
Sorry?
I was just saying to Kevin, he won't need that.
No, definitely not. No, get back, get through this lot. Get back tonight. That's the main thing. Big days tomorrow.
Yeah, big day for the championship as well, and we love having a classic mini in the championship.
So, yeah, I'm doing the Protyre one, and obviously we've got the mini one as well. So hopefully get back in one piece, and we'll be in Ireland in about 3 weeks, won't we? On the Downs Rally.
Yeah.
Looking forward
to seeing minis out there as well. So I'll have a chat to our second Protyre mini here. Shane, the second of our Protyre registered minis. Just be careful not to open that in case the car behind rolls forward. Bit of a battle not only on the stages but in the championship as well with Andrew.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we both got equal points, but I think he's got in front of me because he's done the first one. I missed the first one.
How good is it to see so many minis out?
Brilliant. There ought to be more. Though. It's a shame there's not more. But yeah, it's good to see the old cars still going. The only problem is getting components for them. That's a problem. Getting good components for them. But long may it continue.
Shane, Julia, enjoy yourselves on those stages tonight. They look a little bit bumpy for the minis, but that will be absolutely fine. It's just a case of hanging on for dear life, isn't it? Tell you what, I will just flick around to... We've got a little bit of a delay, so... They always tell me I don't speak to co-drivers enough, Julia. We won't talk about our mini adventures. Not on here. We talk about that enough. It was fantastic to see all the minis at the hotel last night. It's like a weekend out for you all.
I don't think you realise it's actually a house. So we were all sitting around the kitchen table discussing our notes. So yeah, it's like a little community. It's brilliant.
It's like a mini hotel. What are you waving at me for now, Mark? Oh, sorry. He keeps waving at me when he sees people like dancing to disco music inside cars and things like that. So I'm just keeping an eye out. He's on camera tonight and he's enjoying himself.
Isn't he?
So, you guys are in the championship battle. How's he driving?
Absolutely brilliant. We did walk up over a month ago, and it was amazing. Really, really fast. So yeah, we'll hopefully keep it up.
You are carving out a bit of a niche for yourself, you know. Minis. Your whole life is minis.
I do like other cars. Volvos. Nicky Gris, yeah. Looking forward to that with Darryl.
And it's young Oliver's birthday this weekend, isn't it? In the Mini Rally Challenge car. He's 18. Waggett is here in the Mini Rally Challenge. I found that out. Just someone messaged me.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Oliver.
I think it is anyway. They could have been joking. Julia Perry, co-driving for Shane Gamble in the Protyre registered historic Mini. Look at this. If you walk back a little bit further and stand, in fact, there's another Mini there. There's 8. If you stand back behind them and just look down the row of Minis, it just looks brilliant. If you're watching at home and enjoying the action on the stage and the chat that we're having, I hope you both approve and appreciate that we're basically just having a massive rally car nerd session here, aren't we? I'm going to keep wandering down and speaking to drivers because we haven't got anyone coming through the finish. Paul, I was stood with the Protyre guys earlier when you drove through to scrutineering, and we all just went, oh, that looks proper.
Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, it's been a bit of a labour of love, as all rally cars are, but yeah, we spent some money on this one. But yeah, it's going right.
Proper Talbot sport colours as well.
Oh yeah, well, you know, it's got to be done, hasn't it? It's the rules. It's the rules. I mean, a bit of a mini sandwich here, though. So
doesn't it look good? It's quite funny.
Did you have fun at Abingdon, though? I said when we didn't make it all the way around, because you came past us on one of the stages. So.
Oh yeah, that was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, everything's a first for us. That was our first single venue. This is our first closed road event. So picked a good one to start with.
Do you know what? It's very rare I overtake anyone or remember driving a rally car, so the fact I've picked someone I've actually overtaken is quite a coup for me. I really enjoyed it. It was good.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was great. Yeah, brilliant.
So what's the plan for this weekend then? Are you new to the closed roads?
Down for this evening, and then we might have a push on tomorrow morning and see what happens. But yeah, no, I mean, it's like we're here to make a finish at least, and then yeah, we'll see how we get on.
Great stuff. Nicely timed as well for Paul Clayton and Vera Johnson in the 205. Lovely looking piece of kit, isn't it? Peter, you made it, and you put a show on for the spectators as well. How was that?
We always try. Cheers. Well, aye, here I go. We need to go easy after this one. We need to kind of wind it in a wee bit, because this is on you.
Good luck for the next 5, guys.
Thank you very much.
Alistair, here we go.
Here we go. Looking forward to this now.
What's the game plan this weekend?
Just get the finish. Need the points for the championship now. Yeah, so just try and be sensible, but that's a bit difficult.
Forward to the night stages, because you will be hitting them in the dark.
Definitely. Aye. Oh, I prefer the night. I prefer it if it's winter as well.
There's a definite excitement about those night stages for Alistair, really. Peter O'Neill, Elide Williamson haven't been here before, hence he said everything's new. I'm not sure he's been out in that car before, if I'm really honest. Bryn, you know I love this car.
Wow,
it's going to look good in those lanes tonight.
Character, isn't it? Yeah, you don't get this on road rallies, I can tell you.
Get as many fans as this, though.
Oh, well, definitely back in Wales, but this is fantastic.
It's good, isn't it?
What a spectacle for the sport and the town and everything. It's fantastic.
I hope you can see the energy in this rally car. What's the plan for tonight?
Well, it's going to be dark. We've got the lights on and we're just going to have a load of fun.
Road rally people like it in the dark, right?
That's true. That's true. I promise to keep my clothes on this time as well.
Could have kept it clean. Bryn Jones. As you can see, a bit of smoke there, further up the road. I hope that's not as serious as it looks. It does look like one of the escorts is smoking quite heavily under the bonnet. Chris, how was that?
That was brilliant. I really enjoyed it.
Do you think what's happened up there? Is the car on fire?
I couldn't tell. There was a lot of smoke coming from under the bonnet, but apart from that,
Nothing serious.
I hope not.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
It's a fair bit of smoke, but I think it's probably an engine problem more than anything else. Never nice to see that much smoke, but I presume a lot of that will be from the extinguishers. We'll chat to a few more drivers. Paul, we chatted earlier in service. You guys were looking forward to this one?
We are, very much so, yeah. Really good, yeah. Can't wait. Get going.
What's the stage that's caught your eye the most in the recce?
I think we quite liked 3. Looks quite good to me. It's quite nice flowing. Tarmac looks really good. Anything with a good tarmac is always safe. In the notes there was one 14. There was a pothole, and I don't remember seeing whether that's been repaired or not. But that was something I saw in the video. But yeah, number 3 looks good to me.
Enjoy what is a very unusual trip onto Asphalt for you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks.
Paul Holmes, Elizabeth Beasley don't do an awful lot on tarmac and haven't done the recce this weekend. We were talking about that earlier. You don't have to do the recce. So they've taken advantage of the DVD that goes through the stages with the notes that goes along with that. So whatever was happening up there has been sorted. I'm pleased to say the smoke has stopped. So a lot of what you saw was probably extinguished smoke, which is good. That means that they got onto that quickly, but never nice to see, was it? I'll give you another update on the results shortly. Some of the class results now starting to tell us a story. Lachlan, you happy with that?
Aye, it was good, like, it was decent. Aye, all right, not bad.
Quite a few Fiesta STs out as well this weekend for you to sort of benchmark against.
Aye, well, we're not even an ST, we're just a 1600, so it's we're up against them, but no, it should be all right. Like, it's quite fun.
I saw you guys milling about in service and just getting the car ready. It looks like you've got a bunch of mates working on the car. Is that right?
Aye, yeah, we've got basically got like my two pals just working on the car. Then the boy normally co-drives for me. He's working on it, and it's just my brother who stepped in. So aye, it's all good. It's all fun. Like, it's just what it's about.
Yeah, it is what it's about. Enjoy this evening, guys.
Aye, thank you very much.
So Lachlan and Laurie McIver didn't finish last year. I should have noticed that was a Z-Tech, by the way, not an ST. 1.6. Unusual to see a Mark 6 Fiesta 1.6 on the stage. It was an axle failure, actually, in 2024, which halted his charge in the Fiesta. So we'll be looking for, as he said, a finish this evening. Sweeper car, as you can see, just behind me, which signals the end of the competitive cars going into this stage. So we've got a bit more action for you this evening here from these first two stages in Dunoon. And I love this. How good. Have Avengers always looked this good, or is it just me? Just saying, have Avengers always looked this good, or is it just me?
Just you.
How fun was that?
Yeah, felt pretty good this time, yeah. The car's been acting up the last couple of rallies, so done a lot to it, so it feels better this time.
Looking forward to the lanes?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, looking forward to it.
Go get him.
Cheers.
Look at it, just listen to this thing drive off. David McLeod, Eamon Boyle alongside. That H1, H2. Hillman Avenger. It's unusual to see a historic car with a kind of wrapped livery, isn't it, as well, which makes that equally unique with the Scottish Protyre design on the back of it. I do like the look of the car. Chris, that looked awesome.
It was good. We keep losing brakes though, so we need to try and do something with that.
Is that operator error, Amy?
Hopefully.
She's keeping quiet. What's your plan for tonight?
Need to try and sort the brakes first, then we'll see.
Was it good, just fading, or?
It just disappears halfway through. It was halfway down, so it's not that nice. Just trying to come up with something.
Good luck.
Right, cheers.
Christopher Smith, Amy McCubbin. I tried to make a light-hearted joke there, and he genuinely has a problem with his brakes. He didn't like that very much. Sorry, Chris, if you're watching that back. Amy was he's obviously been very stressed in there. She was saying nothing. Nope, don't look at me, don't ask me any questions, not now. The first of the minis head into this first stage. I almost wish we could just hop between the start and the end, actually, because seeing those minis into the stage would be something pretty special. I'm torn, thinking we should see a few of the minis off the line because it's the only chance we're going to get, but let's chat to a couple more of our drivers first. Di Roberts sticker on the back of the car. Car's hot, actually.
It is, aye. We had a wee issue at the start of the first stage there, but we go out to town and get a bit of air about it. Get a bit of air about us too.
Good luck tonight, you need to, because this is smoky.
Aye. Yeah, no bother. Thanks.
Just these Jaffa Fun stickers on the back of the Peugeot, just reminding us why we're all here doing what we're doing this weekend. I want to have a chat to Jack Edwards and Adam Burkill in the Nova. After that, we might just go and get a few cars off the line. See how it goes. George, I love the look of this car. It reminds me of the Works car. Was it a special edition car they had in one of the Graham Robson books?
John Player Special or something like that. I don't know. I think so, yeah. This was a Ford press car. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I wonder if it's this car in the book that I've seen there.
It could be, but we've got a bit of an overheating problem, so we're going to have to move. Sorry.
There you go. Thanks for stopping. Listen to that twin cam. So I was talking about that looking like a car in one of the Graham Robson sporting escort books. Turns out it is a Ford press car, so it might be the actual car. I'll be real chuffed with myself. I'll get my dad on that one later. Just check your Graham Robson books and tell me if that's the car in them. That would be quite a good little nerdy full circle moment, wouldn't it? Right. Back to our championship contenders here. Luke, said to you earlier that these lanes would suit the Civic. Well, you haven't found them out yet, but they look good in there.
Yeah, hopefully. They look fast anyway, so...
Great to be in front of the fans.
Yeah, it's good fun in here, yeah.
Chucking it around, I didn't actually see you through there because we were stuck out here.
Well, hopefully. I hope so. A bit of excitement, hopefully, for them.
So what's the plan? What's the game plan?
Get to the end. Yeah.
Battle of the Manxes this weekend.
Well, yeah, Max is a bit faster than us, so we'll see how we get on.
Good luck, guys.
All right.
Luke, one of our Manx challengers here in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. And we have got Andrew O'Hanlon and Shane Gamble still in our championship cruise, but I'm just going to wander with Mark, and we're going to just watch a few more cars off the start line here before we get a chat with Shane and Andrew. We did at least speak to them at the start, didn't we? So if my plan sees us, I know timing should work out actually, because the cars are waiting here. So we're going to get to see some historic Mini Cooper S's off the start line, which I think is great. Shane Gamble about to go off the start line, so we're going to hot foot it over there now and watch Shane and Julia off the start, if Mark can just get the camera there in time. 5, 4, there you go. Shane Gamble, Julia Perry, look at that, fighting the diff on the front of that Mini, absolutely dropped the clutch there off the line. That was brilliant. He's having to hang on to that as it tries to steer its way into the Asset Alliance Scottish Rally Championship arch. That was great fun. I'm pleased we got to see that. Did you manage to get here in time for that, Mark? Great job, buddy. I think if we have a little further wander down here, and you can probably get a better view. If I open this for you here, Mark. It's not very good TV, but Mark's going to get a better view for you inside there of some of the cars off the line. Ali Beck from the Scottish Rally Championship doing his best to stay out of our way. We got in your way, mate, not the other way around. Just arriving here to watch some of the rally cars off the start line. That is a great job by Adrian Stewart and Cameron Stout. These Mini Cooper S's are enjoying entertaining the crowds out here in the town centre, aren't they? This Swift earlier, it was quite funny. I was talking to him in service, Charlie Knight. It's 1300. Last year was the first year in the sport. He did 2 single venue rallies. And then here he is doing a full closed road rally in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship and the Asset Alliance Scottish Rally Championship in his Suzuki Swift. And he said to me, the car looks better from a distance. But do you know what? He was doing himself a disservice because it's a cracking little car and will be a lot of fun on those lanes. That little 1300 will be screaming tonight. I'm getting so lost in all these rally car moments that I'm going to have to get back to the leaderboard and bring you a bit of an update on that before we finish things this evening, aren't I? Craig King, Russell Joseph crashed out of the Argyll Rally in 2024, smoking those tiny little slick tyres off the line here. Tyre smoke left in his wake in that historic Mini. It's a great sight and sound, isn't it? Watty Warwick, Darryl Clark in that 206 GTI that I mentioned earlier, the Gran Turismo edition Peugeot 206 with its longer homologation spec bumpers. Nicely off the line, and here's Paul Clayton with Vera Johnson alongside in a 205 we just caught up with as well. Harvey Stevens, Lawrence Selly in the next of the Minis. Lovely colour scheme on that one. And then behind him, another of the minis. And then got Jack Edwards and Adam Burkill. Had a DNF at the first round of the championship. 35th overall at the second round of the Manx, and then didn't join us at the Jim Clark. Had an issue with an indiscretion, shall we say, to be kind, on the East Riding stages. The Nova pair, you'll see them in a moment after you've seen that little mini of Kenny Watt and Gail White off the line, which meant that he was disqualified and didn't feature in the results. Paul Wakely, our championship coordinator, has come down here. He's becoming quite the cameraman, is Paul. He's just had a quick word with Adam Burkill, Motorsport UK Academy co-driver. Laser lamps on the bonnet of that Nova, giving it a distinctly modern look. But those Aerofan wheels, I want to say they're Aussies, but they could be Compromises, couldn't they? Sticking out from the wheel arches and giving us a real 90s feel. We'll watch this Nova into the stage. Made a lot of noise, didn't it? Lovely. That's what we want to see. Right, we will get back down to the finish then, ready for final reaction from our championship crews at the end of this first couple of stages. Hope you enjoyed that little detour back to the start line to watch some of the cars off the line. Part of me wants to stay and watch Stephen Hall off the line in the Triumph, but I think being sensible about it, timing-wise, we should make our way back down to the main road. You can just see, look, the cars are looping back round to start at 30-second intervals, and the two Protyre Championship minis are coming round here to start their second stage through Dunoon. The light just dropping here, so by the time they get into stage 3, it'll be very dusky. Stage 4 will be in the dark, and those spot lamps on those grills, on those minis, will be a blaze. And then the pace notes really come in. The navigator really earns their keep, his or her keep, out on the stages. Clive King, Anton Bird in the first of the minis there. But it's the third and fourth minis in that lineup. Andrew O'Hanlon and Shane Gamble, who are battling for championship points here in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. What a great scene it is, seeing all these minis start. And do you know what's really nice? The spectators gathered here in the town centre in Dunoon have not dissipated. These are the last few cars going through the stage, and we've still got, I mean, just spin the camera around a little bit, Mark. I don't know if you can see up past the start, but you still can't get through there. If you wanted to go to the pub, you'd struggle, because it is just packed with people. And we're on to the final handful of cars here in the town. Andrew O'Hanlon, Kevin Hogan in the, I can't remember what colour that Mini is, the sort of greeny grey coloured Mini. It's RC40 exhaust pointing up skyward at the back of the car, and there's Shane Gamble and Julia Perry. And there are three Race and Rally Repairs Mini. Look at the kids all wanting fist pumps from Shane. What a lovely moment. That's what it's all about. Rally drivers were always my heroes growing up, and Shane is certainly someone's hero this evening. The kids wanting fist pumps and photos with the drivers. Right, we're going to head down. I'm pleased we stayed for that moment, Mark. That was nice. Shane and Julie will enjoy watching that back. Kids just enjoying themselves, and they were all telling their mates afterwards, I just fist pumped that rally driver. Brilliant. We were all that kid once, weren't we? So somebody's had a bit of an emotional moment with the water balloons down here. It's a very colourful display, isn't it? Don't know why that was funny. We're just getting delirious, aren't we, at this point? Look. They match David and Jenny Robertson's wheels on that Fiesta, don't they? Actually, I shouldn't joke about the Fiesta because he did go off, didn't he? Hit the curb and I'm gutted. Yeah, he's pulled over. I don't know if you can, in the camera, pick out the people in the flats above the start there, but we didn't quite get the little TR off the line, but we get to speak to Stephen. Hello. Stephen, what a great spectacle it is. The last few cars on the entry and the crowds have not dissipated one bit.
That's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. And we're looking forward to a good battle with Clive. I think you spoke to him a little while ago, didn't you? So we split last year. So we did the Friday night because our event is over 2 days, but 2 events. And he did it on the Sunday, so we're trying to get a bit back.
Good luck. We're looking forward to seeing how that goes out there.
All right, well, thank you very much. Bye.
Stephen and Aggie are into the lanes, 5 stages tonight, culminating in the Oyster Catcher stage. That TR4 doesn't half sound nice, doesn't it? It's got some lovely details on it as well. Details that my friend Mark Johnson, the rally model maker, knows too well because he had to replicate them in 1/43rd scale form. Did a great job of it as well. I'm just looking up ahead because I can see that the Escort that had the issues is pulled over, and it's a shame. I'm not sure who that is actually. I was trying to look on my entry to see who that might be in my notes, but I'm not entirely sure. Matthew Yude and Ross Bell, who were 5th in their class, will be in shortly. Clive in a bit of a battle with the TR4 this weekend.
Hopefully, yeah. We managed to beat him last year, but it was close, and he's very, very quick in that. So.
That looked great going off that line. Yeah, it looked really good in front of the spectators.
Yeah, so let's hope we give everybody a good showing this weekend. The thing is, in this car at the moment, remember the Japanese had the prisoners of war and they put them in the hot boxes when they were behaving badly.
Anton, where's he going with this? Guys, good luck.
All right, thanks ever so much. Cheers, guys.
Never had a Mini likened to a Japanese prisoner of war story before, but Clive, you managed it somehow. Right, here we go then. That looked awesome up there. You had a lot of fun off the line.
I did, yeah, I did have a lot of fun off the line. I was very nervous, but I'm in it now. We're going for it.
Good fun. Andrew O'Hanlon's going for it. What will Shane do? Shane, 2 lovely moments there. Firstly, when you absolutely smoked this thing off the line and had to hang on to it for dear life. And secondly, when those kids came over and they were all bragging to their mates, they got a fist pump off a rally driver afterwards.
And mate, fame at last, yeah.
So how have they gone?
So far, so good, but it can be all thrown away very quickly on this event, can't it? It's all a bit of the long game, But it was 2 good stages, so 2 down, a few more to go.
It's going to get very dusky and atmospheric in these next few stages.
Unfortunately, I think we've been in the last couple of stages in the dark, and it's a bit difficult in the dark with these old headlamps or these old spot lamps that we have to run. You know, we can't run the laser lights like all the top cars can, and we're at a bit of a disadvantage.
That's where you've got to listen to your navigator.
We might as well have 4 candles on the front. Yeah.
Co-driver's job becomes important. Shane, Julia, good luck. Door's not shut properly. So, the battle of the minis is on, both in the historic Rally Car Register Mini Cup and here in the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, with 2 of those cars registered for championship points. We'll be keeping an eye on that battle as we go through the weekend. We'll continue to get the reaction from the drivers here at the end of these 2 stages through Dunoon, but I want to bring you the leaderboard as it currently stands. Spectators are cheering at the top. I'm not sure what's gone on there. Just tell me how much fun that was.
It was warm, and it's always good this little stage just to settle the nerves, so I can maybe enjoy the rest of it now. It just settles me down a little bit, but no, it was good. It went well, so we'll see. We'll see where we look like at the end of the night.
Nerves settled. Let's get out in those lanes.
Not fully settled, but they are a little bit settled. Okay. I don't want to speak too soon.
Terrified himself that he'd spoken too soon there, didn't he? What a great little stage that is for a Mini.
Yeah, it's really good. It's I think we're a bit quicker in the second time through it, but you can only expect that. But no, a good stage.
Enjoy the next few.
Thank you.
Oh, we spoke to you before. How was that?
Oh, that was hysterical. I didn't have it in gear off the first stage, so that was a bit embarrassing.
What gear did you have it in?
It's neutral. I feel sorry for Drew back there. We lost another historic car, bless him. But yeah, engine fire, but never mind.
Enjoy your night, guys.
We'll have a fun one. Cheers, guys.
Paul and Vera off into the lanes. Harvey, that looks so much fun.
Hey, well it is, but it's like last year, it's like boiling the bag, isn't it? I think I've probably sweated, at least 2 litres in the first 2 stages.
Well, slightly eloquently put compared to Clive King's Japanese prisoner of war analogy.
He's a little bit more older, so he may have a little bit more experience in that field than I do.
Let's not go there tonight. It's too early, thanks Harvey. Oh dear. What's Dale doing? Not sure Dale knows what Dale's doing. Very colourful inside here, Dale.
Yep.
How colourful was it in those first 2 stages?
Oh, it was brilliant. Been a long time coming, so yeah, made it round. Hopefully, and keep that up. I'll be over the moon.
Is it your first ever rally? I've written out in my notes.
Yep, it is, yeah. First ever rally for the car and both of the idiots inside it.
It's absolutely fantastic. How has it been?
Great, yeah. It's so fun doing that. So can't wait to go into Tarzan Dam now.
Big grin, doing his first ever rally. Dale, good luck. How great is that to see Dale and Alan, big grins on their faces, and this man here. Right, so Dale's doing his first ever rally. This was your first ever rally last year, and this year it's your second ever rally, Matthew.
Hoping for a wee bit more luck last year. I had a couple of wee problems, but that was a good 2 runs in the town there. It was good still seeing everybody out, even though it's getting a wee bit later. But I
was just saying that on the live stream. It's just as busy as it was earlier. That's fantastic.
That's great. Absolutely loved that there. It was good seeing a few familiar faces going round the corners as well. So brilliant. Really enjoyed it.
Enjoy this spin out on your local lanes.
Absolutely. See you soon. All right.
Second rally for Matthew. Just like Dale before him in the Fiesta. Look, family waving and everything. He goes past there. Love that. Okay, you got to go. It's got to go. Tony's got a bit of an issue. There was water balloons flying out the arch of that Chevette. Not something I ever thought I'd say on a live rally stream, but yeah, Dale did his first ever rally here today, and Matthew. And yeah, Matthew doing the second ever. Jeff, very quickly, you picked the car of the rally for a presentation, didn't you, for the Protyre? Which one was it? Was it Bryn?
Bryn Jones, yeah, with a Mark II Escort.
Road rally car.
Road rally car, with no spoiler on the back, just bog standard, very plain, very clean.
Bog standard up close though, is it? It's beautiful.
No, it's a lovely little car, yeah. No, he was well deserved of it.
Jeff's our championship scrutineer. He's a face that you will recognise. He's on just about every rally I cover. In fact, I can't escape him. I go to the other side of the world and he's there. And as you can see, he's been in the sun a bit longer than I have. But this is a fantastic rally, and the business community, Dunoon Presents, getting involved and investing in it's really important for our sport, Jeff, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see by the amount of people that are out here tonight, it's very popular. It's good.
Thank you for joining us. And I meant what I said on my video earlier. He's a beautiful man. Does a lot for our sport. Hello there.
How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing all right, thanks, yeah. But you don't recognise me.
I don't recognise you, I'm afraid. If you squeeze your face up,
get the name.
Yep.
Because you've got to watch for concrete blocks and posts. And I'm in it.
You're not the Cadwell Park Facebook account, are you?
Yeah. I'm Ian Park.
Okay.
In the sun.
Okay, you're not the Cadwell Park fence post account, though, are you?
Yes. Yes.
But thanks for saying hello. Yeah. You were stood in the middle of the road here, so just watch your back.
Yep, that's all right. Riff raff.
Thank you, Ian. Nice to meet you. Never quite sure who you're going to meet in the lanes on a rally, or what's going to happen next. I thought we were going to unmask the Cadwell Park fence post account there, though. That would have been quite a turnout for the books, wouldn't it? Right, little MG3. Rian doing it for the MGs this weekend. I bet it's fun around there, wasn't it?
It certainly is. It's nice and nimble and tidy, but this car's a little bit big for there, but we've done a good job, I think, so let's go to the next one. I'm ready.
You look ready. Good luck. Rian Walker in the MG3. And rounding us off this evening, Chris Shield and Neil McDonald in the Nova. Well, tell me about that, because you've got the biggest grin on your face, sir.
That was a baptism of fire again. Yeah, that was brilliant fun. Yeah, it was really good. It had a lot of heat soak from sitting and waiting to start, but once we got going, that was brilliant, and it started coming back to us. Yeah, I loved it.
Right, enjoy the next few. You're going to be in the dark, so the atmosphere is going to be turned up to the max.
I just hope it cools down in the dark.
Good luck, guys. And that is it for the first of our live broadcasts here from the Dunoon Presents Argyll Rally as we reach the midway point of the Protyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. Very quick update as our crews reach the end of stage 5. Sam Toozle, Max Freeman now 9 seconds in the lead. 4 seconds behind them, Hugh Brunson, Richard Wardle still hanging in there. Hugh Hunter, Rob Fagg will be very pleased with how their evening has gone so far. Still a long way to go, of course. Mark McCulloch, Michael Hendry behind them. Then it's Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark, Ian Forgan and Chris Lees, with Brad Cole, Jamie Vaughan currently in 7th place. They'll be pleased with that as well when they get to the end and Brad finally looks at some times. Hugh James, Lewis Stim, the first of our two-wheel drive cars, currently in 9th overall. A formidable performance as we were expecting from the Escort pair. We'll bring you more results in the morning. We'll bring you more live coverage from 8:45 in the morning, the first stage tomorrow, as we kick off for the final 43 or so miles, isn't it, of action tomorrow. 16 stages in total making up this year's rally. We're going to have 7 of them complete by the time you see us again in the morning. We look forward to that. Join us for breakfast, but for now, thank you for watching, and please do go back to the beginning and listen to that lovely poem by Christian, remembering Di Roberts. We'll have more of those memories across the weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye for now from the Scottish Peninsula.